All right, I think we're live. All right, welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think we're live. I'm not really sure. All right, we got some free usage. People, now we're on ourselves. So we're gonna get it sorted out quick and fast. Um, I think last night's show was a like a vibe, so we said, all right, yeah, what? We could um, we could do a thing today. Can see a lot of things running right now. We have Splash running. Alright. Let me see. Big up everybody. Big up Rain. Um, what that? Scorpion. 1983. Emoji Boss. Big up yourself. Sports Max. People, a lot to talk about with Sports Max. A lot to talk about with Sports Max and what took place there. There's a lot to talk about Sports Max and what took place there. You know what's going on with Sports Max, right? All right. Yeah, yeah. We feel well, but do you understand what Sports Max and people may have my guest with me tonight again, which is we have Taurus, my cousin. She's here in Europe visiting me right now, and me say yo, she check out the show one more time. And me say yo, just forward and we just come talk some football with you guys. Um, all right. Live. Yeah, man, it a freeze for a bit. It's gonna be all right. All right. It's gonna get solved very shortly. Don't worry yourself. Yeah. So you see what going with Sportsmark? Yo, the youth when him Laje, Laje. What kind of nonsense that you're talking, bro? Like that was, and I'm not. I don't want to come out and bash him. I want to bash his statement. I don't. You heard what he said, right?
I can't remember at this time, to be honest. But I think he was making some comments against what's his name again? Greenwood,
Yeah, Mr. Greenwood.
Messi Greenwood.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
And he's basically saying he wouldn't want Macy Greenwood to play for Jamaica. He doesn't condone it. And Sportsmax people. So listen, I predicted the demise of Sportsmax. You know why? You know what happened with Sportsmax? They failed to evolve. They failed, and people remember to hit the like button immediately as soon as you enter. We know that I think Manning's Man is live as well. A few people probably don't even know we're live. That's cool. They will figure out the stream and they will find us eventually. Um, but Sportsmax is going out of business. Like Sportsmax, they didn't adapt to the new trend or the wave of modern YouTube. They were doing traditional media on YouTube.
All right. So I think that was an error on their part
Yeah,
in
yeah,
today's day and age.
yeah.
If you're gonna go on social media, I think you need to incorporate like sports backs being like a mainstream television
But
station.
they're not all right. So they're kind of unique in a way. They're not they're not mainstream and they're not fully YouTube. They kind of do take up their own space.
I know, but I'm saying in the YouTube space, I think what Sportsmax should have probably done
Hmm.
was to incorporate YouTubers
Yeah.
in their effort to actually conquer the YouTube space.
Yo, you got it right. Like that's spot on. Big up yourself, Karis. Big up yourself, Z. Yo, you got it spot on. Spot on. Sportsmax didn't team up with any YouTubers. Like, bro, say me and the YouTuber them. I don't like me and the YouTuber them, my friend. I don't care. But Sportsmax failed due to failing on YouTube. Bro, I have 4,000 subscribers, less than Sportsmax. And I get more views than Sportsmax, unless they're selling or they're basically broadcasting an exclusive event. I get more streams than Sportsmax. So if I stream, I would just be outpacing Sportsman. And that tells me that somewhere somebody was out of touch. Like, I don't know if it's like the CEO or the architect of the whole idea.
Well, I guess if they're marketing personal,
Mhm.
they should have been the one who should have actually reached out to the YouTubers if needs be.
Okay, so you're saying the marketing side because SportsMax did invest some money, and kind of rebrand. They invested some money and rebrand.
All
Uh,
right. So Corey said the Moped Boy on SportsMax should get a sports box.
Yo, John, what?
Why you beat him so bad?
Oh
In
god.
Corey's?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah, no, we don't. Listen, that's his opinion. That's his opinion. Um, may not be the big up yourself, Sylvester Wellington down there in Florida, my boss. You know, so you're up on the road right now. You see me? Big up yourself. Big up all the truck driver them in that building too. Listen, they leave a big gap in the market because Sportsmax used to air the Jamaica Premier League. It's a schoolboy football. So when you look at those competition, as somebody, where were we listening where they were saying that TVJ was failing at, not
No,
CVM
CVM.
was failing at one point, right? Um, so maybe this is a chance for CVM to own that space if they have the right idea, or they just don't want to. You don't think JT need to step up and some cameras and team up with YouTubers and start stream JPL emoji boss. Um, listen, there's a lot of things in the works in the emoji boss, and you're a real boss, man. No, bro. Jermaine Swaby. So let me remind the people again. This is my cousin from Jamaica. She's here in Europe. We call her tourists, right? From we know her, from we younger, as me say, we go a stadium, go watch match. We grew up at the same yard, everything. This is what? How many times now you been in Europe?
Third time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So she been here, bro, like 3 times. It's
Yeah.
like at the first time she there when me a stream. You see me I say? So me say, yo, somebody from Jamaica, dip on your stream. It's just simple vibe, bro. You see what I mean? Um, so yeah, it takes a little bit more. And people, we are working on something special too. And this is also another thing. I don't know. My channel is PG-18, but people, we are coming out with the new vodka at some point. The Vibes vodka right here. You can see that, people? Yeah, we are coming out with this, people. You're gonna see this in Jamaica. Premium vodka, people. Made from the best wheat from Ukraine,
Ukraine.
coming from Ukraine. Some of the best wheat. And you have prime vodka. We have different sizes. Today we were at the distillery. For those who probably follow me on social media, you probably saw that we were at the distillery today, and yeah, just trying something new. You see me I say, bro? Just trying something new. Uh my try for Z the amount I want to say work with TV and a Jamaica, we not straight. Me surprise them upon me because of the boy um me say Grey Gooses. Okay, so all right, just say the bottle look Grey Gooses. Okay, so do we have another size? We have another size, right? You have the box? Or get one with the box.
No.
All right, hold on. I get it. Yeah.
No, it's the size is just small, like the 750 regular
Is there,
Ray and Nevia rum.
wait, hold on. Okay, that's small. You don't have the short one.
No.
Okay.
We'll say one umbrella. Can you be
Yeah.
by marketing rep?
All right.
All right, meeting about that.
And see here, we have another one here. See here, people. This is another size. I think this is like a quart bottle
No,
size.
regular
Mm,
something there.
I don't know. See,
Ray and Nevia.
right, there you go. So you see me, we wanted to go. Um, we wanted to go for the quality of the bottle as well to look presentable when you pull it out in a club. And these bottles, like the top don't fall off. We screw them and it just opens up and you pour. You see me, you don't have to keep a catch the cork back on. it's locked in a classy way. You can see the top. The top is it has the plastic over it, obviously, but the top it goes down and the alcohol comes out. Um, yeah, so that's something.
It's actually 750, not 700, but the other size is a 700, which that one is like would remind you of a Hennessy pure, Hennessy white.
Yeah, it that makes sense to all parties in JT. Let me eat, and it makes sense to all. Listen, you all right? One umbrella, no. You know. I guess because I'm also a businessman, you know. You know the fucker where they do already, but I can get past that. Maybe today is the day. As long as you understand, say you did know, say you kind of pull a fuckery. From you can be honest with that, we can move forward because business is business, and I know you're a hawk in getting your way and getting things. So we can talk definitely. So what we're gonna want umbrella is a distribution in Jamaica. That's the main thing. We want distribution in Jamaica. You can pull out distribution in Jamaica, and we will talk the numbers where you don't even have to get heavy lifting. You're getting distribution. We're talking the numbers. We're getting the shipment to Jamaica. The shipment arrives in Jamaica. Consumer cost, and we do percentage. 'Cause I know you will make those phone calls. So all right. So if you're ready, when you're serious, that's when we talk. All right. When you're well serious, continue.
All right. So back to the Greenwood situation now and SportsMax. The name. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
go on.
All right. Anything you see from Kick, don't read it. Them always a promote. How can I buy one? Um a tourist. Let me see. Dockland Stinnett, okay, all right. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, my boy. Dockland Stinnett in our place. Yeah, man, we'll be talking, bro. So we have them in all sizes, brother. All sizes. And we're coming out with other products as well. Potential, yeah, energy drink. Bro, Scandinavian style. One thing with Scandinavia, they put they put effort in design. When you hear about Scandinavian furniture is one of the ranked the best furniture in the world. People hit the like button on the video. People them just a rock and come in, you know. We know some people that say, yeah man, one umbrella, I'll get all the information to you. All right? We'll get all the information to you. And we talk from there. We have everything. You will get a PDF from me with everything that's required for you to check out and think about the market and think about um what would say no tourist margin. You know what I mean? We tell you the margin that you get it at, so you are making you're making money as well because it's your effort. We want skin in the game.
Commission.
Yeah, it's skin in the game, and you're not really moving and lifting up boxes. You know, you're just connecting the dots. So, people, that's the modern world of business. Connecting the dots. It's not just mixing concrete anymore. I do a 9 to 5 where I get up every day and work because I have to do that right now. But eventually, it's just connecting the dots. That's where we're going to. That's what this world is going to. People are scared of AI. It's about using AI to connect the dots that we found harder back in the day. But let's jump back onto this Mesa Greenwood thing. Let me just be a bit more dynamic and more prolific in my delivery. Hear what? Tajay, I don't know if that was a good show for your one of your final shows, though, Chick. Because I think he knows a lot about football. I think he knows a lot about football, Tajay. So a lot of respect to him. I do think he knows. But he does say some odd things now and then. Him go crazy. Like he was asking why Junior Flemings wasn't in the team at one point. And I was like, does this youth even watch Jamaican football? You see me I say? Like does he even watch Jamaican football? No, JT, I mean, yeah, world map with, Caris. All right. For celebrity. Um, okay, all right, bro. It's but we however however you plan to do that part after. Listen, one umbrella after we we make a contract and we sign off. You are now allowed to basically distribute the brand. So whatever goes on there, that's not us. You know what I mean? You're gonna use because that's how you see where you can maximize profit. Is it me? Suppose you want to remember, you have the plug, right? You have where it's coming from the factory. Is it me? So you can even say to these people, I get you this at that price. It's premium. Everything is checked out. It's Denmark. It's the European Union. It's paperwork. Um, but if it's coming to the states, no sanctions come into play. That's another thing. That's why Jamaica and the European Union has a good trade relationship, and that's why we think go in Jamaica. Some of the guys they'll be going Indonesia. Some is going India. So it's a you get a chance to be a part of something brand new company here in Denmark, and it was the concert. You remember that concert I did in Holbeck, and this guy saw me there, and I said, "Yo, bro, listen, your vibe on stage, just like the thing you do, like we're doing this. You're in Copenhagen. Let's sync up." I didn't really know how serious they were the first time. You see me, I say, because I'm very cautious. I didn't really jump on it. But after that, we had some official meetings and signed some papers and everything checked out. And then today, my cousin, she's a part of the groundwork and she's gonna have her own branch of this business as well. That's the thing. Everybody gets to have basically their own branch. She's gonna have her own branch to her distributors, and people can just cash in. You see me? I said, this is not Vibes Cartel, bro. This is not Vibes Cartel. This,
Vibe.
this is Vibe. This is not Vibes Cartel. This is Vibe. I would even call a club Vibe. You know what I mean? I would even call a club that name. This is how Europe call their thing. Like it would be like Club Vibe or something.
Vibe.
You see me? I say? Yeah. You see me? I said, so that's Flemings remind me of Cephas to much potential but selfish. Yeah, Junior Flemings, bro. I just think that Junior Flemings just had a unique footballing career. You probably know the player, JC player. Um, he went to the USL, I think, and he was really good, really good. Did everything you can do in the USL. He had some kind of scandal. I think he called a player a batman or something, and
Oh, okay. I
y-
saw it.
yeah, yeah. And then it took him a while to move. Then he ended up moving to France, and it's like he went to France, second division, and they say he's somewhere in the Middle East now. I'm not thinking that he's gonna help Jamaica right now, bro. No, Jesus. Yeah, Lee is not my wife, bro. It's my cousin, bro, from Jamaica. Like, bro, like
It's
it,
okay, I guess we'll put that in the caption.
caption. I need to put this in the caption, people, cause me no know you don't like because you're there foreign, do you know? Like, when you're there on stream a foreign, people think say, "I am your wife there foreign."
He's my cousin.
Yo, Jano, yeah, Jano, what people. Have a drink out. You need the back beat to use. No, that beat gone, bro. It's there, but we change up that intro long time, bro.
Him said he didn't change up the intro long time. That beat gone.
Yeah, that beat gone, bro. You must hear it. That beat.
All beat that.
We can send a beat they come here, brother. We can emoji boss. Me send a beat they come here. Cause JT, we don't get free sample. Okay. uh, tell her put piece of paper on her forehead we say cousin. Yes. One sticker. Yeah, bro. Like that shit, yo, definitely.
Yeah.
That's actually a brilliant idea. That's a viral piece of content right there. Trust me. That's brilliant, Jeremy and Swaby. For real. Big up yourself, the Powells. You see me? That was a brilliant idea. That's the kind of thing I entertain. A brilliant, crazy idea like that.
Lee Young say him to be your cousin now.
Jesus Christ.
All
Yo,
right, Lee.
all right, Leon, let me tell you this. For my cousin, we grew up together, everything. Bro, I never know one of my cousin boyfriend them. Are they
You
man or
don't
they
know
thing?
me.
I don't know, bro, because I just don't keep up. I don't know if them have man or
Yo,
you see, I just we don't know. So I bro, so him Lee, if a man is like saying I'm a cousin line, I mean even know. You see what I'm saying? Cause we don't know, bro. We don't know whatever. Big up yourself, father bling. So we don't know, bro. We don't keep up with because of them with them
love affairs.
yeah, love affairs and them life. Like we just got so much shit going. We just happy she come to visit uh we- come to visit Denmark again. We there and with that's it.
Oh, yeah, go on your bed, more soup. Look good.
Jesus Christ, no, dog. We Jamaicans now gonna believe you, bro, because we mind dirty.
Very dirty.
Yeah,
Too
yeah.
dirty.
Damn. If you call your mother go up on the stream, people must say,
Oh,
"Yo,
God.
that's crazy, dog." No, man, it's
No, you not kill me tonight.
yo, Jano,
Oh, God.
it's. That's it. Some people, evil, the Leon Bailey thing now die down. Me see all I show me to a skit we are going this morning. Uh, uh,
Oh, God.
no, bro, we don't think that the name is too close to vibe. This is
This actually has been trademarked in like 75 countries.
countries. Yeah, this is trademark in 75 countries. Mr.
So, so straight vibe, that's straight vibe.
Yeah, straight vibe, a straight vibe. This is called Vibe. VIBE. Vibes Cartel is VYBZ. You see me I say? So that's something I don't know. And Vibes Cartel don't own the name Vibe. Like it's a vibe. Like, you know what I mean? You can't own certain things unless you trademark it. You know what I mean? What he should have done was try to trademark the
From
yeah,
back then, and it would be VY.
yeah, and everything would be his. The same thing with the guy who bought the domain, which was this domain that was popular where Twitter was when people were spelling Twitter wrong. You see me? And they have to buy it back from him for millions because they let that name, that misspelling slip, and it cost them website traffic. JT marketing is like we will be marketing his product. His product. But bro, if we're marketing his product and we're selling it, I don't know. If we're marketing his product and we're the ones selling it, Mr. United, one umbrella, we if it's we're talking about what we're selling, bro. You're talking about something invisible. I don't know what I think Cartel does rum. Cartel doesn't do premium vodka. And if Cartel would have to get a deal with a good premium vodka, this vodka is developed, as I'm saying, prime grain out of Ukraine, straight out of the Odessa port. This is good stuff. So we know this is Denmark. This cannot go on the shelf in Denmark unless it's properly go through the channels. You know what I mean? I think in Jamaica you can maybe start a la vodka where we don't know how safe it is. You see me I say? So these things, everything, bro. And I don't go into business as well that things are not checking out. You see me I say? If it's not checking out, like I don't want to be worried, say some government to come say me owe them how much millions of dollars for not even me not knowing. So anything I'm being a part of, that has to be on paper. When we see that, when we say, okay, this is what you
We're
know,
working.
this is what I'm working with. I don't know anything else. You need established distributor, bro. Yeah, man, fixed
Official
tunes.
launch.
That's what we need, bro. A official distributor, bro. That's the main thing, bro. You see me? So link me, bro.
Working on that.
Yeah, yeah. That's the main thing, brother. The main distributor, Leon Bailey is no, bro. Me see some people like them want to say Leon Bailey is like
Well,
a this and that and a fish and thing. I don't think that is. Me say that yesterday, brother. Me say that yesterday. People need to just get over that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just something. It's not private. obviously, but
because it's on the internet.
it's on the internet. It's on the internet. I didn't break the news. I was even wondering if the news was real. I'm still wondering if it's an AI video. I'm not, because I'm just saying, like, with the encounter with the male and the female, I'm not seeing where Leon Bailey faces. Like, so where's Leon Bailey? There was a part where Leon Bailey is sending obviously a snap, but where is it? How can people say this is Leon Bailey? Like, me no know at the end of the day, because that's so easy to make. You know what I mean? That video is really easy to make, bro. I'm not too. That video is very, and a lot of people
DJ Hothead said the video fake.
don't even want to see the video. Yeah, man. Caris, yeah, man. Watch it, man. So you go. When the first time, because the person who sent the video early that day, we're like, I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what can be this crazy. And then, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, remember lawsuit there for everything. Um, I don't know. I don't know what kind of lawsuit.
I guess the vodka.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Then like to happen, Lemon Bailey. so, so them can't get him out of the team. Bad mind, me G. Bro, nobody know bad mind Leon Bailey if you do that.
Leon put himself in that situation, regardless.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Regardless. So guys, be careful what you text. Be careful of your actions, especially when you have your relationship. If you
Yeah,
have a legacy to protect and your family to protect, think twice all the time.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That is important, because these days when you even look at Leon no no code.
If you know a code sometimes you take for instance, you press a code to go in your house and you not remember the code yourself. And you input too much numbers.
Yeah. And then we put down the phone, but
Same way as a chorus. Put on the phone at bedtime.
bedtime, but we don't know what time at the day
Oh
and the other
really?
day.
You hear who sing that song about texting?
Western,
Western
Western.
alkaline.
Yeah, well, alkaline.
Whatever, however you go. That you need to do is put on the phone bedtime. When it no texting at all when you come in at the crib, so you try and put on your phone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can't really, I can't see why this thing moves on from here. I think people have to, but is it trending right now? Yo, Conrad, is this trending? Is it trending? Because I saw a few, like, what we don't call it now. I saw a few content creators make some skits with it.
Quite a few.
Yeah, yeah. And when I search the internet, make them call someone else fish. Man, I search the internet with with dick pic, and then I call someone else
Who
fish.
that knows?
Yeah, yeah, bro. That's as me I say, bro. Me can't just come out. I don't know how people get fish out of that. We actually say that. Like, I don't know, bro. It's a crazy world, bro. It's just a crazy world. I don't know how them would I get that out that. And me I said that on the show yesterday. Say like, bro, even when I see people that say no can't swear, Leon Billy had no reason to be a fish right now.
Hear that?
No, no reason.
Leon Lemon Bailey
No
no
reason.
score for Jamaica. Only that the girl them.
Yeah, boss.
Mm-mm.
Boss needs some caramel porridge and no emoji. Awesome. Trini supporters pick it up. Yeah?
I guess it's worldwide.
Really? Okay. All right. The Trini them gone with it now. Oh God. Well, we're gonna miss what's that what the Trini girl name on SportsMax? Um Tough Maria? Is her name Maria? Maria, we're gonna miss you, boy.
See, Dan said the video 3 years old.
3 years. I don't know, bro. It's just what I'm just talking about what was on the video. So okay, Maria is gonna be gone. I think she was a good. Um,
Presenter?
I think Maria did a good job. I think all the the I would say the analysts or the reporters on journalists on SportsMax. I think they were all good. I like it when Lance and all of them, that guy who joined like a year ago as well, when he came on, he brought more anxiety to it. But as you said
Wakasha,
rightly,
Wakasha head name again.
Laje,
Yeah, well, I think he has a very nice voice,
yeah.
but he's entitled to his opinion. But I think he was a good
Mm.
addition to the SportsMax team as
Yeah,
a
all right.
presenter.
The thing with Laje is he knows football, but he's not popular on YouTube, brother. He's not popular on YouTube. So that was the dilemma with people. Uno know say me and JD them are a friend. But I'm just saying, like, maybe if a guy like JD, where where all of them on there has a ball head on the show, maybe a guy like JD, you know what I mean? Like, he watches a lot of football and he probably would be able to keep up with them and keep it. But I just think that they missed the trick. You see me? I say, so that's what I say, people. You see how we look at life? I didn't even say myself. So that's just how we say it. I think that like a person like that, um, them teaming up with Ryan, maybe, I don't know, maybe on some kind of game day thing. I don't know if it's like a or how they would do that or get that on. Um,
All right. Dan is asking you which team your cousin support. Team Jamaica win, lose, or draw.
Team Jamaica. Oh wow.
Win, lose, or draw.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, so I think SportsMax, that's where they failed. That's where they failed. They didn't team up with any other YouTubers,
Mhm.
and they just thought that they thought they were TVJ on YouTube. Like that's what they did. Better you say Cranky, JD, and Ryan can't speak
Look
properly
at that one.
for the bling.
Look at this one. It's that one ZD. Look at the one
See, you
ZD.
can team
You
up
can team up with
ma-
Muppet.
with my
See, you have allow me, you know. You have allow me.
team up with and I would say yeah, maybe Cranky as well, but
No.
no, but no, yeah, I don't know, bro. You guys can guess, brother. You guys can guess who they would team up with. I just gave you some names and I didn't put myself in there, as I said. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Not a club.
Yeah, I thought that they missed a trick there. They continued and you see what happened to Sportsmax. I think this is something that happens in Jamaica a lot. I keep saying to people, there are these people in power. Remember to hit the like button, folks. We only have like 80 of us watching right now. Obviously, it's gonna take a while, but the people will eventually find the stream. We only been here maybe like what 40 minutes as well. So make it like 80 likes on the video. We need to get to 100 likes. Um, oh word for real, JT. I thought was a good. JT. Oh, red free JT. I thought you was good with. Okay.
JD.
No. Yeah, man, me good with everybody until them not good with me. They have to move with this. They have to move with the times. So you go live yesterday, JT. Yeah, man, Father Blink. So you see, you didn't even get the stream. Ryan can't talk good for true. So some of us talk bad English, but Ryan chat bad patois. More time. Me wonder how to do it. Yeah, I don't know how they would do it. I think he would. They could plan something out with him, where he basically writes down what he wants to say and no, I mean, yeah. Like, remember, I know most of, listen, on SportsMax, their stuff is, a lot of their stuff is pre recorded.
Okay.
It's pre recorded. They're not going live. So even if he makes mistakes, they
You can
can take
always
it
edit.
out. They can take out the mistakes. It's about the people on YouTube seeing the people that they know and they know validate SportsMax as one of them. That's where SportsMax went off the rails. They thought they were TVJ on you know what? Another thing with SportsMax do? JT, stop talk crap. SportsMax now work with no YouTube.
YouTuber.
No, I'm just, bro, Eddie Guna, you're like, why would you reply like that? That's like, I'm not talking crap. I'm explaining. You see, I mean, no, say you where you're going, Eddie, but it look like you get trouble up there too. It look like all about you where you're going to get trouble because here what you're not looking at. What I'm saying is we're pointing out what they got wrong. So you're saying you're talking crap, JT. They now work with no. That's what we're saying. They didn't. Eddie Guna. They didn't work with any YouTuber and they ended up like your reply. You get thank you. Apology accepted. That me I say, brother.
Oh.
That me I say. So, no, Eddie Guna them are willing. He acts like he's very educated. Yeah, but yeah. People, if this is not a bash, we're not bashing anybody. I get yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eddie. Even you, Eddie Guna, even you're in Jamaica. I, I, I think you put in some football work. You were over there on sports down the middle for a while. I would say T got is abroad. I think Unseen as well, who's a young upcoming coach in Jamaica. He could have SportsMax could have teamed up with a guy like that. Even a military Guna. I think they didn't utilize military Guna enough because once it's local football like that, military Guna knows his stuff because he's putting in the work. He's watching. Me and military Guna say my stream a 3 year while I play at Jamaica. Maybe them say a cockroach. Military Guna stream I play. So them
Well, Bala Kick said the talk is that what of the company did their research. They are look the AI way. Oh, they might do AI. No, it's
okay,
not
okay. And so the talk is that of the company did their
research.
research, they are look
The
look
AI
at
way.
look at AI way. Maybe must say part one more time, maybe we are reading traditional media not too like
New media.
and there was one person who kind of boxed out YouTubers and he immediately did that on his radio show. And I said it to other people and they didn't realize. Oral Tracy, right?
Mhm.
Oral Tracy. Oral Tracy is he has a supermarket brain.
Hmm.
It's like it's just beer hanky out there pushing there like Charlie and them thing there. Bro, what he did is he came on his radio show and said, Yo, we can't even go in on you can't even go up by JFF anymore, no man. See I watch it. See I go a press conference, no man. YouTuber them take over it, man. Take over it. One question, YouTuber. Three question, YouTuber. Simon is a YouTuber. So them all are YouTube. You see, the moment he did that, he kind of made YouTubers. And they were guys who were putting in the work. Like military, them they had the games, them they had the press conference. He did that. Is me I say? He did that. He did that to kind of cramp, make sure that mainstream media understands that. Listen, yeah, man, YouTuber them up there, like some nobody. It's like and yes, go there, let's see all of them up there. You see me I say? Uh,
Well, guess what? Moped not in a no position to talk about nobody no for represent no country. Because I don't think Moped can even kick ball from yesterday to this so. So
mm.
Moped not in a position for you criticize nobody. Sit
Yeah.
down, Moped.
Jesus
Take a
Christ.
seat.
Yeah, take a look at chill pill, my pet. Yeah, though, yeah. But I don't even with him though. I don't even want to because he's gonna have to move on to something now, football too. But I just need him to say he just says a lot of things when it comes on to football, and he's a guy where I see as uh yeah. I don't have any other camera, bro. I don't have any, and two of us is in the aim, two of us is in the lens, so we have to really zoom up.
Dada, leave me alone.
Yo, Travis Peso, I think they're talking about Laje, the guy on SportsMax. I think that's who they're saying. His new name is Moped. You see what I say? But if I had money, I'd hire those four. Arville Higgins said, yeah, another station should. I think those guys should just team up and start their own YouTube channel.
Hmm. Come down market. Oh man, everybody deserve a second chance. Like you there and oral to miss up.
Yeah,
Big up JD. Come
yeah.
down market. Look at down market.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But as we say, we will be move on to something. Yeah, I hope we move on to something even better. But that's what they should do. They they should basically team up and form their own.
Well, guess what? They'll have no other option than to launch their own, I guess.
I think they're gonna somebody's gonna pick them
Have
up.
to.
Somebody's gonna pick them up. I think maybe TVJ or something.
Dan say Moped.
Brother, nobody turn this show in a no moped, brother. Nobody turn this show in a that, bro. Big up yourself, Cooley. Cooley. Big up yourself. What's up? Uh, yeah, big up yourself over there and kick my boss. So that's a whole nother platform. What's it? Okay. I'm just trying to get him to get the tickets right now for us. His name.
No,
Oh.
actually, they're from South Africa.
If I'm from South Africa, yeah, bro. I'm from Soweto, Soweto, South Africa, or Pretoria, Pretoria.
Big up State.
Big up, Stats boss. Yeah, I'm from South Africa. Where in South Africa are you from, man? Okay, are you from South Africa?
Oh my goodness. One umbrella, we are talk sports right now. We talk liquor business soon. See?
Yeah, we thought that next day.
I
I'm
hate
from
that.
Norway. Okay, from Norway. So du förstår dansk eller du förstår svensk eller norsk. Du pratar svensk eller norsk.
Oh,
Jag talar du danska.
oh, this man.
Yeah, once I say that, he's gonna understand.
Yeah, that's
Those,
right.
yeah, those are the those are the three Scandic. Uh,
All right, people. This is what one umbrella is interested in.
oh God.
Oh my goodness. This
Yeah, yeah.
is what
Förstår
one
svenska and
umbrella
danska.
is
Oh, yo,
interested
yo, yo,
in.
yo, 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 yo. Okay, det got. Jag är så gott på danska eller svensk eller norsk, but man, jag förstår det lite. All right, so we move on. I heard somebody said TVJ One Media might pick him up. Yeah, man.
One spot?
I thought
One spot media?
I thought One Spot Media was on SportsMax.
No, it's different. It's a part of the TVJ Communications Group.
Okay, 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 okay. How do you learn this? What do you mean, bro? Danish, Swedish? I don't know what is. Must have learned this. I don't know how you learning, bro. I don't know, bro. Where are you from? Mr. Greenwood learned his lesson. You realize we don't hear no more drama from him. Yeah, bro. He learned his lesson. People, hit the like button on the video. Let's get 100 people on the stream now. People, one stop is RJR group says
Yeah.
live Lognus or something.
Lam- Lam-
Yeah, people hit the like button on the video. All right, hit the like button on the video. I'm distracted there. Yeah, I don't want to see Mason Greenwood going back into anything crazy. Don't really see Mason Greenwood going back into anything crazy.
I think he actually learned his lesson from this whole situation. He was even unable to represent the country. Actually, he was born and raised in, so he should actually learn his lesson henceforth.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh God, bro. No, bro. Okay, let's do the RJR radio, bro.
JT walk over. What make I say that now, Z?
We do what me do?
I guess I do your language.
Video. Okay,
Oh
okay.
God.
Jesus Christ. What my language?
Mm-mm.
No, or maybe it's the person we may have talked up on the other screen right now. From the other thing. How do you learn the language, bro? Oh, Emax, if I'm in so, uh, bro, your boy Copenhagen, Denmark. All right, yeah, yeah, Copenhagen. Jeez, bro. All right, bro. This man just come on. Even though no say I'm live with other people, it's good to learn new languages. Yeah, but I don't think you guys are see his comment. Ghost one son, big up on yourself, my boss.
Manners are
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, we did have to cut yesterday. You hear the reports from the guy on SportsMax?
yeah, man. Me hear it, but JT, we can't beat him for that. As you said, you know, that's his opinion, you know. You can't beat him for that.
Put
I
this
know,
one.
I know, I know sports marks.
Hmm? You can hear it? Yeah, we are here. We are here.
No, me I said the man have an opinion. He say he not support the woman beating business, so him personally wouldn't want him on his team, just like England. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But say for instance, even the politicians who abuse females in Jamaica, we're talking about like Jamaica for now. They still go out and represent us. People still are still running behind them, pushing them.
But you know,
Huh?
I don't cut you, but you know what? You want me to tell you what the only problem with this statement
Yeah.
is the platform that he used to do it. He could have jumped on his sport page or his YouTube page or his Instagram and voiced his opinion, but he used the SportMax platform to did that. And I think that was where he went wrong.
This I wanna say something about this entire, domestic violence thing and
Hmm.
um men, because they're so obsessed with what have allowed women to
no. Me have to stop you, brother. No, no. You
No,
can't
let
generalize.
man talk,
You
dog.
can't
Oh
generalize.
God, man, let
Rasta
man talk,
kitchen
dog.
then?
I can't.
Rasta kitchen there for
No,
now.
um
but it's a man, you know. I
No,
generalize.
let me
let me
finish. Let me finish the brother who can correct him.
I heard the war about
let me
them
go
there
on, man.
people.
Okay.
um have allowed women to live with the domestic violence public relations narrative. So you have men and women, most of these men are Sims most of the time, talking about their against domestic violence, XYZ. When you dig down into the data regarding domestic violence, I live in the United States, for example. In 55% of the cases of domestic violence, the female is first. In 51% of the overall cases, also the hitting is bidirectional. That means both sides are hitting each other. Men and women suffer domestic violence equally, almost.
Hmm.
And this notion that these wicked evil men are beating up on these weak women, oh my God, and we have to save them. The evidence says something different. The evidence says something different.
Yeah,
And
man,
when
that's
these
another.
discussions are had,
Crispy.
the evidence and data are never brought up, and I wonder why. Additionally, regarding partners and domestic violence, lesbian relationship have the highest rate of domestic violence.
No, I would say
That,
same sex
that's a
relationship.
fact.
But
That's a fact.
Hmm. Okay.
And men have allowed their image to be destroyed on this issue when the evidence is saying something otherwise, and it must stop. chances
But
are, chances are, with basic relationship, both of them hit each other. That's the traditional the average relationship that has domestic violence. Both sides hit each other. This is the reason why the lady is still there. Because that's the nature of their relationship. They hit each other.
You're speculating.
I am going to assume that everyone on this panel are black people. Black women are very violent. They hit a lot. Can somebody say I'm lying?
Yes, you're lying.
Somebody on this panel say I'm lying.
Yes, you are.
Okay, the thing.
Can a male on this panel say I'm lying?
Yes, you are lying.
No, can a male on the panel tell me like I'm lying?
No, you want to you're right about the aggression in terms of the black woman or the black
Thank you
female.
so
You
much.
are right about that. But one thing you are wrong with is not that we black men sit back or we men on the whole sit back and let our image be tarnished. It is a societal thing. And this is why we men, we shame. When the guy came on the thing, I tried to shame the guy. Just like when another man get beaten out a road, we laugh after him. We even go as far, even with Vibe Starter, we remember we move out and say, oh, she do it again. She beat him. Right? And we take those things as fun. And then when it happened to us, and when we are the victim of it, then we have to suffer the consequence. So you are right in terms of that, but it's not, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
It just so annoying me. It just so annoying. These people just come out and say, we are misandrists and we hate men. Because if the discussion is hard, on the evidence is showing something totally different. Just say, look, we hate men, and any opportunity we get to paint men up in a bad light, we're going to ignore the fact that lesbian relationships suffer the highest rates of domestic violence. We're going to ignore that in relationships that have domestic violence, it's bidirectional. The females hit the men sometimes, and the men hit the women sometimes. Just say we hate men. Just say that.
All right, anything more question from Mr. Greenwood confirm, right?
No, brother, I'm not here. Which part you hear that?
No, I see a news I say him thing switch over now, him confirm. So I don't know so it is.
Based on my based on
They hear that from the other feature with some official source still.
Brother.
But the source where it come from.
Switch over now and confirm now. They get on a good source, but now it's a weird but
Okay.
Him thing confirm now. However, if it is confirmed and him pull it over now, well, so be it well, we don't like it. If him dropping on the side, I'm happy.
Now you know what the other take on this domestic thing and they first my general make a comment about we the men allow the women to control it with the needle and that part we never really agree with. They generalize and not every man allow that, you understand? But my thing is that, it's from a Jamaican perspective still. I don't think we look at domestic violence in the same way because use a scenario. If we pass from the road and say a woman a beat a man is a joke to we. We don't view it as violence, so to speak. But if in turn is a man a beat a woman, is a public outcry. You understand? So until you can measure it for the same level, I don't think we're going to see it for the same perspective as being violence. You understand? And I think that's where the woman can always play the victim, The woman can start the violence, abuse the man, and get one lick, and turn around and be the victim.
And all the Western thing that I'm from, and it all go back to, and I Western thing they go on there, and we do what the general say, right, brother, we have to blame the first man, because here we go on now. When a man put him on for a woman, and a woman goes up home and pick up her phone and call the police, right? Them now itching, brother. See me? But when a woman lick a man, it's like man just take them thing they like, okay, it's okay, and it's this and there and it's whatever. So we ourselves as man, brother, have to blame because we make it out of and if we not take a stance, just like how when we jerk them might take a stance, they bet them not do it. They bet them not put them on top.
Because
I
most of the
totally
time,
agree with you.
some
I
man
totally
can
agree with you. I don't have a problem with double standard, but it has to be in the open, and it has to be broadcast that look, this is a double standard, and you defend your double standard. I don't have a problem if somebody said, I do not look at women hitting men similarly like I do look at men hitting women. And explain the reason why I have no problem with the double standard. But do not come across as if you are overall against domestic violence. Be open. Be open.
Oh my.
You know what I mean?
Man, kick
Be
that in a
open.
man.
Don't say I
Yo,
am against
Devins,
domestic violence
chill,
when
bro.
you're ignoring the data and the issue.
So,
And the,
me know with domestic violence, I'm not with it. And me think wrong or wrong or right or right. And me think it go the same way. If a man put a hand on a woman and they take action, him facing judgment. Just as if a man if a woman put him hand on a man and the man jerk her, are the same thing, brother. Are the same thing for me. Me no
Send
business
that's
me
my
what
the
nobody
link,
wants to say.
please.
Me tell
that's my
sister, me
policy
tell
as
them,
well.
don't put your hand on a man. Cause me don't want to fool man the way my sister and a boy. She go put her hand on a man and the man jerk her. Me I go defend her. Me I go beat up man for she. What she put her hand on the man for? Me no depend on that.
you see,
Number
Put her hand on
one,
a man and you take that.
number
That me
one,
I tell you.
number one. Do not retaliate against any man, any woman. Allow the police to deal with it.
That's what I want to say.
Whether you,
You're right.
whether it is your mother, hold on, whether it is your mother, your sister, whatever it is, the police and the courts are tasked with dealing with these issues. I am tired of black men killing each other for women. I'm tired of it.
Because
I
them
don't
are
like
idiot.
it.
Because them are
I
all
don't.
idiot.
I don't like it. And sometime before the coffin goes down in the ground, she's riding another pole.
My God, they
What
didn't
the
want to go so
hell?
far. You know what the problem as man, bro? We think we own woman. We think we own woman, and man needs to understand say you don't own a woman.
LOL.
You're a woman there for 10, 15 years, you don't own her. Get it?
Exactly.
Mm.
You don't
No,
own
no,
a
no, no.
woman. So if tomorrow morning
I
a
am
woman
talking
get up and
about.
decide that you want to go, you don't have no right. You're a long time here, they say
That's
me
not
can't
what I'm
believe you
talking
want to go
about.
on.
I am
No,
talking
man,
about a
no, man,
female.
me not
I am talking
elaborate
about.
for your topic, you know. Me get
I
what
am
you have, so
talking
me
about
not
a
touch on that.
female. I'm talking about a female running off her mouth.
Mhm.
She get into an infraction with some guy. She cannot defend herself. She run to some other guy to help her. The guy killed the one, and the other one is in jail. I mean, stop doing that. Stop doing that.
An idiot. That's an idiot. That's why I just said. That's why I said me gone past that. That man is an idiot.
All right. So I'm just saying, regardless, there should be no difference in treatment for any abuse. Men should
No,
respect
it should be the
women
same.
and vice versa. Because me, I wouldn't want anybody to hit me. And on the other hand, I wouldn't want a female to hit my son either. So people just need to respect each other. And I'm not your child, you're not my child either.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead.
In general, I agree with that. There are couples, whether we like to agree, whether we want to agree with it or not.
Remember, sports
they
blaming
arrange-
up people. Remember, we still see a different
have-
movement, sports blame. So the topic,
they
this is
have
what
the
we're talking about
arrangement.
right now.
They have the arrangement where they are okay with hitting each other. I am sure again. I mean, I cannot believe that. Young lady, are you a Jamaican who was born in Jamaica?
Born and raised in Jamaica.
Okay, so you must know the nature some of the relationships.
Yeah, but
You have somebody relationships where the woman will say if a guy don't hit her, he doesn't love her.
That my father actually didn't hit me. My father never yet hit me. So I'm not gonna I'm just saying I'm not gonna settle for a partner who's gonna hit me. The person who the person who
I am not talking about you specifically. I'm talking.
But he's
can't
using.
speak for me. I can't speak for anybody else.
If the prime minister came out, I think maybe a month or so ago, he was addressing violence and the different levels of violence. He was laughing when he was talking about domestic violence, and he said, I think he said some guy said the lady said he doesn't love her if he didn't hit her, so something like that.
Yeah, I've heard that in Jamaica before.
So we have to put everything on the table if we're going to solve problems. And the reason why we do not solve problems because we do not put everything on the table.
Yeah, but not everyone.
You think Jamaica woman love liquor, brother? You think Jamaica woman love liquor? Eh? Right now, Jamaica woman are there on top of it. Yeah? Me I tell you that. Jamaica woman are there on top of the list for licking. Let me tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we love watch the licking business, but here we are, sir.
I have heard. I don't have any data regarding.
Yo, big man.
Hold on.
Frisky, give me a chance.
Hold on. He said something. He said something that I need to address. He said.
Understand, say, yo, brother, me is not the. We are going to use wrong when in English or someone are going to tell me about watch them already. When you stay another world, brother, but another world.
You said Jamaican women. You said Jamaican women do not hit the most.
You guys are talking about domestic violence, right? And we have a female on the line, right? And we are talking. And I think you guys are missing the point with the whole domestic violence thing, What we need to understand is not the hitting and the stuff, I think that the real argument is that we don't know how to argue. We don't know how to have a discussion where...
Yo, let me say this goes once, so I always say, right? If I'm in a relationship and I get to a point where I have to hit my partner to get my point across, I'm breaking up with them.
We don't know exactly, JT. We don't know how to argue.
That's just, if we can't argue and you wanna and the person will get aggressive, I'm leaving, dog. Because it's gonna turn into a bad day one of these days.
JT, even on this platform where we have these back and forth with guys, we as men here, and testosterone get crazy and all that.
Different.
We don't know how to argue respectfully. We don't know how to argue respectfully. With one man
but Ghost, one son, Ghost. Arguing with a woman can be complicated because sometimes you don't want to argue with her, but she find a way to argue with you.
woman tongue deadly.
Yeah, bro.
Deadly.
You know though, 99% of Jamaican women, and this is factual.
Yeah.
You try having a simple conversation with them, you can't tell they don't argue, you argue. It's like they don't know the difference from
your tone.
And arguing.
Your tone of voice says it all.
No, sis. The tone don't have nothing to do with it, because sometimes a person can be passionate about what they're talking about. A person can be passionate about what they're talking about, so the tone might elevate here and there.
Doesn't mean you're arguing, exactly. That doesn't mean you're arguing. And I'm telling you, 90% of relationship issues when they don't know when they argue. I tell them.
But bro, I don't know if you can say. I don't think you can categorically say that. 99%. I would like to see your source for that data. Where did you source this data for our place, boss?
But we are individual.
I don't think you can be throwing out numbers like that on the show. Like you just left up a UE with a piece of paper and you see it.
Research.
Yeah, that you can't just say that 99%. That's a very high number without any data.
Jamaican
Jetty, I thought you were the only Jamaican living in Denmark.
What do you mean?
No, he's not.
What does that mean? I don't know. I missed it.
No, because this lady, she's in Denmark, right?
Yeah. It's my cousin from Jamaica. She's visiting me in Europe, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. So this is like her third time travel because she go all these countries in Europe and stuff. So this is the first time I've been streaming while she's here, and
that's why he was missing in action.
Yeah,
yeah,
because she's I don't know. You did tell them you're a nurse, right, or something? No, or yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so she's she get her vacation and she's here. So we got to see each other. We grew up together.
Jump fence together at the National Stadium for a football match.
They think that, yeah. You see me?
Oh, so you guys are from Kingston?
No,
Manchester.
Okay. I've never been to
Galchester. She from Galchester, crispy Galchester.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've been to Manchester. I've been to St. Elizabeth. I've been to.
Where are you from?
I'm not sure.
Where are you from?
For me, St. Anne.
Okay, I like St. Anne.
I was in New York like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. And I am not too far away from New York,
Okay, where are you?
I'm in the Connecticut area.
Okay. We drive past them place there already still.
I want to the balloon. I want to go on after.
Crispy, yeah, you think Crispy is ramp with Crispy on the show, yeah? Yeah, ramp with Crispy on the show. You know Crispy a woman?
Let me throw in like something back into the reasoning in terms of the football. Regarding Mason situation, right? I think a lot of people kind of missing a part of the context. It's like you see the brother on SportsMax, you me have a problem with him. I'm gonna call it out categorically saying that brother is a hypocrite. I'm gonna say that without even knowing who he is really. I'm gonna know him background and I want me to try to say, all right. You see, people mention about in general about domestic abuse. Most of these people, if they get in a domestic abuse, men particularly, if them basically get in that problem, right, they will probably get locked up and then come out. Nobody in the community bother them. Nobody no cut them off. Nobody do them. No. Now when we are trying to tie that thing with saying, Mason Greenwood, he had a situation. And basically, it even went to court. The thing get thrown out. The man married the same lady. They move on, and then separate. You understand what I'm saying? The man lose him job from Manchester United, lose him sponsorship, lose a lot of his livelihood, and he got move on, start a new slate. His wife and kids team after everything, and I'm gonna come out and I say, boy, yo, it's kind of like, yo, can't forgive and can't forget. What kind of thing that my boss? Come on, Reggie. If the man basically, it's like basically somebody went to court, got acquitted, and everything was resumed. The man and the woman dead, and you are basically to have to crucify the man. That's uncalled for, Brethren. That's what I'm saying. He's a hypocrite.
I have a song. I have a song from Mason Greenwood. I have a song from Mason Greenwood. Starting all over again, it's gonna be wrong.
Pull up that.
Yeah. Big artist Crispy again.
You understand? Because if Jamaica is predominantly a Christian country, and people need to be forgiving. You understand? It's not like, yo, we forgive artists who do this already, we forgive other people who do this before. You see me?
Right now, Mason Greenwood thing dead. I Bailey in a spotlight right now. So right now, Mason Greenwood thing dead.
Crispy, I get a big forward right now, you know that.
All right, let me just say this for oral cheers, you know. Oral cheers, me here come out and I say, yo, this, I don't even remember what him say, but something along the line of, yo, I'm not too careful the Mason Greenwood come to Jamaica. To me, how that makes sense, brother? And I say, yo, you know, if we have a cheers on about it, we need to get it. brother, I want to remind World Tracy somebody. You remember how long it took us to get Bailey and Bailey come from Jamaica? You remember how long it took Bailey to come play for Jamaica? I wonder if you remember how much years Jamaica Federation had tried to get this man to come play. Whether or not it's because I'm agent, it don't matter. But the point of what I'm saying, it can happen, my boss. When you want great players, Bridget, not everything is going to be equal and not everything is going to be fair. When you want great players, better you have to pursue them. I don't know someone feel like say it's just basically because think about it. The player might not know the ways and means, for to say, yo, go Jamaica. Him not know if him probably say Martin would mind play, but nobody in reach out to him, so him just not approach it. Just like how every man can say, boy, there was a girl where basically you did really and truly never even know the girl into you like that. And you and the girl start talking. And I said, Jaja, some never realize it. You did agree with them type of way. So it goes, I'm saying it's all in the mind. It go hand in hand. JFF have to reach out to the ballers them want to recruit. And that's how it goes. Sometimes it's not about run back on the ball and I like your lick command put or no. You see me? But just I say in general, they have to make certain approaches and break the barrier and make it easy. So that's how I'm never say still for my trip.
But you're all right with him coming to play, though, right?
I'm 100 virgin. What me I try to say? Welcome the man, make we welcome the man and stop talk about the man.
My welcome party.
Right. What I'm saying is like, why don't we welcome the man? This man not play domestic abuse on the field. This man and his family, the same woman with some people want to.
But guess what? Though you have him Laje right now.
For real, man, a bad man, if you love it, make it dance.
No, but guess what? There's gonna be other people like Laje coming out. Some people from Upper UE and them places they watch when it happens. There's always those 5 people who show up. Man, I tell
Listen
you.
to this for a second, and I hope these people are hearing this. Listen to this for a second.
Yeah, those people are gonna show up.
How do with those people feel? Them come out and protest against Mason Greenwood because of domestic abuse. They come out with them placards and they might call him all type of thing, abuse or whatever. Just hypothetically speaking. And the same, well, listen, when we finish, remember just land the plane. And the same woman, them try defend and I say him should have never do that too. She did it with her kids, them, I support him. How does that make sense? When you see same woman where you try to say him should have never do this too. The woman they out there support him. It's his wife. And like you got what I try to say. So the point I want to say is like when it will come to a realization, say, listen, if the woman forgive him, then Uno can forgive him too. Because the man changed, the man not do it again.
Bro, all of them want to talk. But sure, if you're running a file, them box them again one day in their life already.
Whether or not, the man didn't do that. Everybody entitled to opinion, and everybody go want the money here. That's life. I mean, I don't against Messi good than him in personal life. In football, I deal with. We have other persons, they still are going to have their say. And that's just how life is. And we have to understand and accept that. See, because I see them girl in there with, when they say beat up, and they come play football, but you have persons who chat up, then go and like say them perfect in a life.
And them are the worst.
So you're so against them. I don't so life go, brother.
Yeah.
Because Leeds, how you don't really have high hopes of, when you talk football, but from here, make them a speech, and we don't read him completely.
Who you talk? Taje? You don't mean Taje? I went here, Laje.
Also, I would like for you guys to maybe sometime in the future, break down how Mr. Greenwood will fit in. Hold on. Let me finish. But I need to fit. I need to finish.
I want to break down how I'm going to fit in it and talk about that straight now the side and for reach. Now I biggest
Crispy, the oil fit in message.
You gotta give me a chance to finish.
Whoa, Crispy, that not sound. Crispy, wait, Crispy. Crispy, can you hear me? Travis, can you hear me?
So any man position that it done.
Crispy, hold on.
We have an attacking team.
Yo, can you hear me, Travis?
Great for the left and base going right in that hole.
You come like him now, hear me?
Attacking team we have. Attacking best one.
You're low, bro. You're low. Turn up your mic, bro.
The mic is low? What? Sound crazy. You hear me better now, or what? You hear me better? How I go on?
Yeah,
But
man, I hear you
JT,
better. I hear you better.
JT,
Yeah.
JT, me not hear that talk, but one big issue down there, man.
What's
Craig
it?
Butler strike again, man.
Craig Butler strike again?
Yeah, man, that's what I'm going now.
I'm going with.
Craig Butler take with Benz from Denzel McKenzie. All along me I call him fraud and liar. See Kyle now go doing B license or be the coach of Vauxhall. See Kyle I call him saying father is a fraud and a liar. So all along me that talk the truth.
Kyle
Craig
said
Butler
that on TV. Kyle said that on TV.
JD, me go find it. Me go screenshot here and send it to you. Or somebody say something and Kyle address them, reply back to it. And say his father is a fraud and a liar. Guess what man do again? Already no God, if they should have bought him all 10 million times. You can't play Premier League and you make Craig Butler can't go play Division 1. I said, come on now, JT.
Rubbing your garden?
So the internet has no sense.
Wait, Travis. So Craig Butler go play Division 1 St.
Yeah, he played Division 1 at St. Anne.
Already.
Robbie the God now our next player. Go register them and play. So I say, Robbie the God, you're a big youth. You're an idiot. You just play Premier League. How the hell you go play Division 1? No, St. Anne.
No, so this is happening now?
Yeah, man, then you get sanctioned for it over St. Anne, man. St. Anne football with Danny Bedford.
Right. Already? Big up yourself, Anita Bill. Already?
Yeah.
You know the one
And what I've
Craig
observed
Butler,
with Craig
Kyle
Butler
Father.
is that
Kyle.
he understands football, but he's not good at people management.
No, he don't understand nothing about football. Craig Butler is a user and a manipulator. Nothing more. He don't understand nothing about no football.
But Travis, you have to give him credit.
Credit for what? Credit for what? Greenwood and Bailey alone, as somebody have note. Name one next player we have note. We have played somewhere.
Hold on, let me finish. He has highlighted certain problems with the JFF. He has brought certain problems.
Problem with JFF. Hey, listen to me, man. Craig Butler, the problem he can get banned. I don't know JFF, a cassava ban him. I don't know JFF.
No.
So you get a fuck straight.
Would you? No. I'm talking about, he pointed out, conflict of interest, XYZ.
Conflict of interest, so where? Where conflict of interest? I want first of note in JFF. We are part of that club in speed.
But that's a big deal.
So if Craig Butler did do speed, even in the same do speed in there though.
I agree.
So listen to him.
Travis, you just hear because I can hear Craig Butler, not Travis. Like when I tell you Craig Butler never good again.
You're man, Butler for go man a million times. You give boy about so that boy has to lick here too. Can I give them Benz drivers, he take him back from Denzel McKenzie, me say man one left. I want to see one.
In take back the Benz. In take back the Benz.
Yeah.
So who have the Benz now?
But Travis, you're pointing out what I'm talking about. That aspect.
He used poor people pitney and treat them with sweet.
I agree. I agree what you're saying on that aspect.
Yeah.
Should not be there. Craig Butler should focus squarely on the football. He should not be, for example, adopting anyone's child. Hold on, Travis. He should not be adopting anyone's child. He should not have them living at his home. Those things should not be there. It should be strictly football. But he does not restrict himself to football.
Tell the parents them when I don't spend enough likes, I love money. So you treat them with money, saying rich and in that. That's it. Remember, so me tell you, say no. The JT can't tell you before JPL start. Me tell them, say, if you don't get relegated.
Yeah, I think you did say something like that. You were onto something very, very accurately there.
Right. From the outset, I don't understand the league.
So Craig Butler is in St. Anne now and Robina Garden is there?
No, they get some sanction, man.
Didn't Robina Garden make the Jamaica 60-man pool and
stuff? So they don't no sense. You not no
I
sense.
didn't compare. Yo, I saw Craig Butler brainwash him. Remember, yo, the man take Tyreek Magee out of the USL contempt if he come play for Vera and help them get relegated. Like he
Magee not no
actually
sense
told
either.
him that. Yo, where's Tyreek Magee now?
See my train one day. Up in something center. I see my train one day. On Instagram.
Look, I get trained. I get trained on the track at
Instagram.
And Craig don't tell us that Tyreek can't play for gang, man. Me say Craig said that to the man. And Craig, I got it for them, man.
too much pigeon soup up there.
Exactly. And I mad them.
Bro, yo, like, why? Oh, Intel Tyreek Magee no say, come on, come play Jamaica one season.
But
Let me get
you
you.
see football, star boy, man. Leon, man, the great Leon Bailey, man.
Yo,
That's bad.
can me no say Travis, me no say what you all live video, you know, man.
Yo, you boss. Yo, only what your wife let him know.
If he say, listen, I said it on the show yesterday, Travis. If Leon Bailey wife leave him, she would be silly, bro. I'm sorry.
More than silly. Man,
That
just
would
have
be
some time,
silly,
man.
bro.
Man, just have some fun, man.
And jump right into the fire.
Yeah, man. Man,
Yeah.
have some fun, brother.
Come on,
Man, get excited, you know.
Yeah, you
Man, get
can't.
excited. I know.
Like, whatever. Me no say, and even the people I said the video come out a couple years ago. Even if it come out a couple years ago, maybe at first she has seen it. And it's
Right, but you
new.
know, JT.
It new.
All I need to know. Let's go palm OnlyFans and make more money. Simple as that.
Who, Leon Bailey?
Yeah.
And that's him gone to
Let's do Ivani. Let's put it for OnlyFans, man. In Ghana, that's it.
The man Ivani?
No, like what Ivani, I don't know.
Oh,
I make
Ivani is the
millions.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. She's a
Yes, the
OnlyFans.
skinny with the son, man. Skinny toad like Ivani. You know, hear son?
Okay, so she do those things?
What?
I don't know what's on her. I don't.
I don't
But
know.
And you don't know what I'm going to do, man.
I don't keep
JT,
up with that
I
side
don't
of
know if
Jamaica.
video, man.
You know, keep up on your side.
I don't keep up with them kind of thing, you know, Travis.
It's about new Benz. Ivani was a change already. Was it 20,000 USD make for one night video them?
How you get all of them information, Travis?
Research, man.
I want to do team, man. I saw that here, gentlemen. Everything we see, what go on.
I'm going to change it to research.
No, Brando said Travis well up to date.
Oh, yeah, sir, man.
Yeah.
We also do the sports, you know, man. We do the music, too, you know, man.
Video.
What do you mean if you watch the video?
Hey, say, Travis, you watch your video? You watch it all right? You watch it all right?
All right. Just Google Paul Radam, and you see it clear. You just come and give it as a click.
No, me all right.
But you know, and the man a show, man. The man a porn star, man.
You watch it all right, Travis?
What do you mean if you watch it? You know, video, man. The man a shoot to style, but he not shoot to Jamaica, so.
Yeah. No, okay. I mean, I have no problem with people doing OnlyFans. It's just that
Yeah.
when you hear of a Jamaican doing OnlyFans, it kind of new to us, like, because it's not like,
JT,
you see me?
if you go on YouTube now, somebody put it today on YouTube.
Yeah, we have no problem with women that do OnlyFans, brother. It's just that I'm saying when you hear about a Jamaica, let's say you say one girl used to go to your church, they on OnlyFans now, you're kind of shocked.
Tell him, boy.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's
that's
never
not like I've wanted to go to church or nothing, but.
Never a dull moment, brother, with Jamaica football. Yeah, always some drama.
Yeah. But as me saying,
I
bro.
You know, yes, a man said they have man still passport, a password in a group. Yo, me I tell you, say some of them man here, yo, they won't get in a problem. 'Cause everybody want like say them and them this and that. Yo, big Cinnabon man is man show today.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what one pound man is man show. Yeah, man.
Now with mother still man say they have mother still passport number a short and them see. Catch man is man was the company show a couple days I said. Mother still couldn't play for Jamaica in the World Cup or the World Cup qualifier. So some man said they have proof so they have mother still passport number.
Wow, really? Damn.
Yes, sir.
I say man them are going?
Yeah, man, say no agenda seekers them. by YouTube where you know, piece of them know everything. So I them I try to defend it. Man, have a coaches desk. Man, have a coaches desk in a group. We have a coaches desk. Somebody impersonate coaches desk in our group.
Yeah.
Yo, we are telling yo, hey, that's the YouTuber drama still place.
Oh, Travis, your son fully up to date. But yeah, as I was saying, though, Travis still something that I believe that Coach McLaren has learned a lesson though. I think if he didn't learn anything from this Gold Cup, I think his career is over as a coach.
But then based on the last press conference to me, he learned right away.
Yeah, I think he learned something. I think he learned that it's tough, bro.
Right.
You see me?
But as we say, we have some all our players them get themselves which do some performance they couldn't get picked for merit. We got to see all my boy came on roof. Come on him back in the mix. He's a good striker too. So if you have competition with places. So at the best 23, 26, we should have come September. We play Bermuda away.
So no, you want Kemar Roof back in this side?
But you think JT no quality man? How we ask a JT man? 30 man, a 32-year-old, you know. Not no big experience in the JT. So then look boy me we are call up fire. He borrow and they already get, you know. Man can't tell me nothing, you know. Me just when them possess nothing, you know. Even have Warner bro do so well as a Jamaican. Me don't see me either.
Listen,
I
think Warner Brown.
He getting chance and improve himself. But what I'm saying, our team should be competitive, brother.
But Travis, I'm almost feeling like Warner Brown needs to move this summer as well.
Yeah, but I think he's going to go up overseas. Because I say international dimension, everybody love you respect, you know. And the run things.
Yeah, man. Kevin Cole. Yeah, all right. You know what? I actually think that the Portuguese league would be a good league for Warner Brown. Here, why I say that. I want him to go into a league where he's exposed to better coaching, but the league is not too tough.
Big team in Serbia, parties at Belgrade.
Brother, you see, we play them. I'm tired of we play them and end up on Serbia and then place the brother. Listen to me, man. Them place the far, you know, bro.
JD, the league are good feeder league.
Brother, you watch JD show every day till you're not top comment JD every day.
JD, sorry. Yeah. Say, Serbian league a good feeder league going to bigger Europe, man. Come here, let me see. Kevin, the party are going on vacation like one big team in Poland wanting.
Listen, bro. All right, Travis, how I look at it is I look at the path, I look at like these little roads, these invisible roads in Europe to get into the Premier League, right? A lot of us would say that these leagues are the leagues that would be the end result. The La Liga, Serie A, Premier League, Bundesliga, remember the French Super League and such like that.
Right? Serbia.
Yeah, but Travis, if you let me finish, me explain to you what I'm saying. Right? So when them go down to Serbia now, when you leave Serbia, you're lucky like Norman Campbell end up in Denmark. Norman Campbell end up in Denmark. You might end up you might end up in Norway, maybe. But you're still away from Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, France, England, and Spain, and them. Remember, Shamar Nicholson was close, bro. I think Shamar Nicholson made a big mistake going to Russia, brother. I keep saying that. He was on the path. He's in Belgium. When you're in Belgium like that, you just need to have 1 or 2 good seasons, and they're talking about you moving properly in Europe. And take the money and go. Take the money. I keep saying it was a bad move, bro. He took the money and went to Russia.
Yeah, man, but JT, at the same day, we as fans, players must know what's best for them, if you understand that too. Not because we want players in a certain league. Players must know what's best for them. But if you understand that, that's fans. So that because we feel say a player to go out this league, players will choose what is best for him or his family. I mean, Flemings on a program, Eddie Guna said, where is that now in Asia? Why did they say say anybody who want to come to him have to pay more than what he's earning now?
Who said that?
Tell me instead of time out.
Who?
Anybody in Europe, any country, want him to come play out there, have to pay more than what I get in where is that now?
And I'm saying, who said that?
Flemings. Tuna Flemings.
You see, that's why I'm telling you, Tuna Flemings is a guy who gets it all wrong all the time. You hear where his mindset is? That's what they like. Tuna Flemings should be Travis. Tuna Flemings should be.
Understand that. They think about them monetary life of a football dirty.
Yeah, but
yeah, look for the football part.
So where are you gonna make the money? People remember to hit the like button. Let's get 20 more likes on the video and get it to 100. People been slow on the like button today. I know I'm not asking a lot, but god damn it. Bless up the like button, man. I think the like button has been lonely. It's trying to get some company, man. Yeah, man. Somebody go look for your like button. See him up there with the and him say lonely, you know? Somebody go look.
Dirty. Now Max in that place. I said me I go on. Say Max come for the program. Me put you in that place. Like a few months now.
Where am I call the teenager?
Yeah. No, there's a true guess what? I try a film baller, man. I lay and Bailey or whatever. So we have to know what is our favor Max problem.
Chucking boss, go through chucking boss.
Yeah, this is everybody. There's some football monitors, but that's based upon the topic in general. This Greenwood, good footballer, and his personal life, you know, not really do much on that, but I just felt like everybody deserves a second chance of life. No one is perfect, included we as a man. No one is perfect because Jamaica is a place where glorify all criminals. Yet, whenever see them out there demonstrate that criminal must be locked up, you know, and go behind bars, you know. But every single household in Jamaica, I probably have a criminal in their household that they know about, you know, and then we support that. But give the young, you know, I just felt like we should give the young man a fair opportunity at life because, you know, he went to court and the whole case about it, I don't know, man and man live abroad and man and man have experience. You can just, in a simple conversation and someone call police on you, not, you know, and before you know it, your name in the book, like, them address you as a criminal, and that's the way it is, you know. It does not have to hit anyone, you know. But I just felt like some people deserve a second chance in life, and you know, I just felt that we should give the guy a fair chance, you know, because you know he was young, you know, and I got daughter who's that age group, and you know they make a lot of mistake, you know, and honestly, sometimes you wonder why they do the things that they do.
Yeah,
and,
but they do it.
You know.
Tracking bars.
Yes, sir. Yes.
No, we hear not against basic you know. But at the same breath, we can't stop persons from talk. Because them did not talk about it.
Yeah, but here's my problem. Hold on, boss. Here's my problem with that. You see, remember, as we get into a situation similar, I'm not going to say the same thing. Angling get into a situation. Now, angling get into a situation.
No, man, angling was different because a girl game different thing.
Boss. Listen, remember, you know, me hear the report and read it myself.
No, but angling get off of the case, you know. Remember, angling get off of the case, you know.
Well, I'm not Travis. Was Mason Greenwood charged? He was not charged, no boss. So that's what I'm saying. What I just said, you know, a parallel situation, no boss. Meaning, it's a similar situation. Never get charged. The man, nothing no go wrong. The man married the woman and even have kids with the woman, brother. And people are making it look like say, yo, the man still can't be forgiven. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, you Lidge, when Lidge talk, you know, Lidge talk about film personal opinion, you know. Lidge just speak for 2.5 million of persons in Jamaica.
No, but please, what about Chris Brown? Who did the protest against Chris Brown?
Who? Tell me
One of them hypocrite they were go protest against Chris Brown. If Chris Brown beat a player, I'm
Right. You're right.
and that me talk about not Travis. What me try to say, no, brother, I hypocrisy to the highest level, brother. None of them
Yeah. We as a football fan, support Jamaica football team. A football one makes a player. We don't do it.
Yeah.
With the first line.
But Travis, what me try to say, no, brother. Imagine how some people when they even come a match. I go just come a match just to come back and protest. That makes sense, brother. What can I hypocrisy?
Yeah.
And that me I say, no, brother. What are hypocrisy for?
We are Jamaicans who start to follow what happened in America, England, like say, we born a certain way and we never make mistake. When we young, right? That's what I say.
Me agree, bro. That's all me I say, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Me just like the hypocrisy, bro. Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy, Reggie. None of the people are not strengthening nobody else except
Right.
we own them. We have to own them and we have to kill them.
Right.
Come on, bro. Like, all right, look at Bailey situation. I mean, on the football, man are playing, but this is a big distraction. What we know, we kill him now.
Bailey is a big name. For me, it's a laugh for me. I found it for Bailey, I don't personally against Bailey. I mean, I laugh with the situation. It's funny.
See him, bro. And that me I say, but when I say, no, man, me would have hate for fans come at the match and I try to jeer the man over that. When the people start say, yo, Bailey, you have to give me something now, look how you see right now.
What is this, still September? Our players will be up and ready because them want to go on one World Cup. So it's not going to be business as usual. We can tell you that these players want to go to a World Cup. As when coach said in the last press conference, when sound said nobody now knows speak, so look for who will play in a them league to perform, we pick a team for merit, which we want to win 23 or 26 September against Bermuda and Trinidad. That's all.
Some team need to get kicked up to this match. That's
exactly. Because some people are call up some names, say Curacao this and Trinidad this and none of them teams can beat you if we have the best team for feeling.
No, Travis, you're wrong. Travis, you're absolutely wrong.
Travis, you're wrong. Listen.
You're wrong. Because
Travis, you just talk so foolishness more time, Travis.
On the point, guys.
Yeah.
Travis,
we
said a lot of stuff.
We could have Jesus Christ. We could have Allah. With this coaching business and this way.
You see, you don't like the coach, you know what?
You don't like Travis. He not hide that.
Yes, even if you qualify for World Cup, the coach can't get no credit. Why you wicked?
Travis, me not hide the brother. Me hate him.
Yeah, guys.
You're so wicked, man.
No, Travis, no. Yo, Travis, you're not going to see the stress. Yo, Travis.
October, November. Nobody not tell me what game they go. Then I see them. Then I grandstand. It's a World Cup. All right. No problem.
Hey, Travis. Listen.
Yeah, my boss.
And JT, when it comes on to football, any team that have a good coaching staff can defeat Jamaica current team. You have to do is just study Jamaica front line and notice that you only have one guy running and pressing. Jamaica literally play with 10 man to 9 man in each and every game because you have Bailey and Gray, they do not tackle. And I can watch a match yesterday with Real Madrid and PSG. Dembele was pressing. Hold on. Dembele was absolutely pressing. And you know why they get 4? Real Madrid get 4? Because Real Madrid pretty much was playing with 10 man to 9 man because Vincent Jr., he wasn't tackled. Mbappe do not tackle. So when you have a team like that, and Jamaica team is the same. When you have a guy like Demar Gray, they do not tackle. Absolutely, yeah, I'm correct with that because they do not press. And when you have guys just walking on the pitch and do not tackle,
so I
literally playing with 10 man.
True.
I tell you that.
10 him a player. That 10 him a player.
Football change.
Absolutely. I can tell you, you see the first goal Panama score on Jamaica? Warner Brown was pressing so fast and so high that the guy
Yeah, you have
beat
to
him.
see
But
the two.
where was Leon Bailey? Hold on, guys. Where were Leon Bailey at that time? Where were them? I agree. Those guys supposed to be out of their block just as fast as Warner Brown. They couldn't be three of a striker there, but there was nowhere to be found on the pitch at that point, right? So that's what Jamaica get crumbled all the time because all a team have to do study Jamaica and realize, hey, these two guys, they're not gonna drop back. So we know that they are already playing with 10 to 9 men. Okay?
You have information already.
No, but that's why the better team they win. So if a Trinidad staff and their analysts study Jamaica and they nullify those two guys completely.
People, remember to hit the like button on the video. Remember to big up yourself, Football Reactor. Lee Bravos. Uptown 1G was one of the first commenters on the channel today. Uptown 1G. Big up yourself. Make sure you comment up there. Bailey score everywhere except on the pitch. Big up yourself, my boss. Make sure you hit the like button. Big up yourself, Jerome 876 and Gangster Talking in the building as well. Don't know. Yeah, man, determined. Colin Quest as well. Everybody who was passing through. Can't go through everybody. Just take in the discussion and see where we fit in there.
I don't tackle. You can't.
That's why Villa fans gonna beat him, so you know. The last past season. I felt last year it was excellent for them. And this past season, it was shit. So
Who them a beat this season?
Bailey, man.
Villa fans them can beat Bailey. The whole team. Listen, I think when they bring in that kid Rogers as well, he played well, but it changed the dynamics of how Aston Villa attacked. He's a person who comes deep for the ball. And
I like one Rogers, JT. You know, a Jamaica.
Yeah.
He got some relative in Jamaica. But that guy come and show Bailey that you wasn't doing anything because you wasn't running back. And of course, the footballer who running back and tackling any day over Bailey. Football have changed. No one wants a footballer who is just looking down on their league.
Actually, him take the starting job, tracking boss. Him take the starting job for Ali Watkins.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, me said the same guy that Rogers take the starting job for Ali Watkins as well.
Said something about Ravel?
Oh, me, am I muted? I don't know. Hold on. No, yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, me I say he took the starting job for Ali Watkins. Yeah, Rogers, the guy Rogers at Aston Villa, right? That's what we were talking about. I say him take the starting job from Ali Watkins.
Yeah, he absolutely start every match.
Yeah, Rogers is a top player, man.
Yeah, him start and he's in the England squad actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man company scene.
What a footballer should do. The guy is running back, tackling, not just run back and foul a man. No, I really want to do is come back and foul a man. No, the tackle.
I think Rogers is a winger. Rogers is attacking midfielder. Is that number 10? I think Rogers is a winger.
He's not a winger, bro. He's like a false 9, actually.
Yeah, number 10.
Yeah. We play the 10 to. Yeah, we play the 10 to because can drop back in a midfield and dribble with the ball as well. Him dangerous running at players with the ball too.
And he's a dangerous player.
Yeah, and he's dangerous in and around the box. You know where I think that player would fit, though? I think he would fit into a good Tottenham team. I think Tottenham would be a good match for him because Tottenham create a lot of chances in and around the box, you know. I just think Aston Villa don't have enough good players. I don't know. And you only think Leon Bailey going back this summer? I think it's over for him there this summer.
Right, it's rough because in England, what they look at when it come on to cheating, they look at it like disgraceful, especially when you and not that footballer, they look at it very disgraceful. He's a cheater, so it's gonna be hard. And no coach want that in their dressing room, distraction off the field. Come on, no coach want that.
That's how we do it. Yes, sir.
No coach want that in their dressing room when it comes down to Bailey. So Bailey better get it up together.
Well, Bailey, all right, man. Bailey have too much money, you don't need that. Typical Jamaicans,
And that's how you put it, Travis? You have too much money?
Yeah, he full of himself.
I mean, I would want to put it that way, because money is something can come and go.
All right, if you listen to him, I did something with him go. He was a taboo and attack when he them from Portland. Him know says that is a well-known YouTube face, and he was say, him and him in I camp now, them are idiot. Come on now, man. And I like say you don't know. Certain things you don't say for your teammates. You know, there's something
have no respect. This man has no respect for the team, and he can't show on the field.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was surprised him call the teammate them an idiot still.
Exactly.
That was kind of crazy.
I see man, they just look past it. You see me, I say, can you with Bailey now? All right, couple times, Bailey is a man who's love break curfew and they see the kind of go party. And to me, when he come to Jamaica, he come on a vacation. He come to play football. He says that he go party. Yeah, can you say
the Jamaican and the coach of Travis, the coach of the national team, should treat Bailey like how the coach of Aston Villa treats him.
Great point,
pull him off before half time, double sub him, do things like that.
I sub him in the first 45 minutes if he's not playing well.
You know what I mean?
With him. And I respect Jamaica coach.
These coaches that come to Jamaica, perform or face the consequences. That's what I'm talking about. These players, if the team has low energy, you have to do something about the low energy as a coach.
Yeah.
One of the things say, let me read this comment. One of the things say, Bailey sex the people go find that problem in England when that is norm in foreign country. The girl never stay grape. She just expose and Bailey himself and can make that girl get charged. Says Joshai. That's Joshai. It depends,
Girl can say her phone lost.
Yeah, she can't. Geez, you see somebody just hop out of that the one day very quickly. See her phone lost, or somebody hack her iCloud.
Exactly. Okay.
Same thing Crispy that talked about earlier, the double standard is so fast we don't find that one day. If I had a way around a problem.
Yeah. Bailey should not start in the national team. You bootlicker, you, says Gangster talking. Bro, I don't think this is enough to bench Lee and Bailey and all this nonsense, brother.
No, man, Bailey stronger than that, man. I say Bailey say, watch comments passing by YouTube and explain.
I know.
He cares zero.
I'm not buying it, bro. I'm just not buying it.
Say now, mass.
I'm not buying it, brother. But listen, don't you think Lee and Bailey, I mean the whole team, but don't you think Lee and Bailey was poor in the Gold Cup?
I want good game we play, man. I gave away score,
Yeah, and
you're breaking up, man.
And that was against Guadeloupe, right?
Yeah, you never man know. For Greenwood come Bailey bench. Come on, Z man. I coach we do that, brother. We want our best players them on the field at once, brother.
So Lee and Bailey best game was against Guadeloupe.
Yeah.
Wow. That's big
and
stuff.
That's the problem. I would play extra midfielder than wingers in the team. Anytime.
You don't have my team. See, here are 6. Bobby at the camp. Greenwood at the 10.
So at all time, the team can plan for me. I come back my midfield.
Right. 10 for me, and Greenwood and Bailey on the wing.
If I know one winger, I play two winger.
Where are you?
That's it. Ask me
But it's a Henry.
midfield to go.
So Henry will come now. So Henry will take the Bell game. Iran's will take Dexter game. So when I back up, be the Pinnock for sure. Low or King or...
What's your what take Dexter game?
Mark Iran's, man.
Who is that? Who's that?
The Ghana Rangers.
They play for Rangers?
They don't Ghana Rangers, you know.
Okay. And you're talking about he should just come and take Dexter game?
Then listen up. This no this coach. The coach will play high profile players, so we have to get used to it.
No, Travis, you've been said a lot of stuff on this year, and I'm listening to you now.
I
have to defend your point, because I heard you calling for Kemar Roof, and what you want to call it, What has Kemar Roof done for you to call him in the team?
No, but listen up. What do you mean what? Remember say injuries match up. Kemar Roof haven't won a bad game for us. Remember we played on what do you go again? Honduras. When score one goal over the top of the coach. Remember say injuries match up Kemar Roof. To be fair to Kemar Roof.
Say the same thing about Bowser.
No, Bowser just one game.
No, Bowser is Jamaica leading goal scorer. You can't dispute that.
Agreed.
That's on paper.
Agreed.
That's on paper.
No,
don't make you win a match, Travis. Make you win a match.
We need all our players them available. The coach can pick from 135 or 136. We can't think about us 23 and 26. Because we have injuries down the road too. So the coach must have a big
team. But we just need a balanced squad. We don't need wholesome changes in squad. Because other team is watching us and what we do.
No, listen to me.
They're going to destroy with the little small team yet. We have a team. But we are going here depending on name.
What players are going to come in September?
Only Mason Greenwood is world beater. None of the players that you call is world beater. None of them.
Oh, Mason be world beater. The club man. Mason be world beater of the club man, not of the country. Two different things, man.
So, Mason Greenwood and Jamaica need additional two midfielder and a defender. That's it. Jamaica don't need no more baller.
So we should have midfielder you don't want.
It's not what I would have want. It was required from the team. We need a CDM.
Yeah, we need a next 6 for Hayden. Because Hayden alone can't go as a number one next 6 competent like Hayden. Even a younger player. Can I tell you about the little youth with the Ajax? January Johnson, we are 20-year-old.
Yo, Travis.
Okay. Yeah.
Travis. Which four baller we get this September?
Well, we know Seth Mason one, Henry one, Max Aaron's one, to me if you understand. And I think Cameron Arthur too.
All right. So Travis, based on how we see all this coach, we hate the coach already, So based on how we see this coach behave, right? You think the September them 4 months are starting at the game, get even at 10 minutes in the game?
No, but remember say based on the coach said the last press conference say players have got to do well at them clubs. I'm saying it. I don't say it.
But you know, saying that one thing and do other things. So me I say,
right, well, let us see.
Your opinion. You think they about to start any one of them 4 players that when then come September?
Well, I believe so. Knowing him.
So what happened to Campbell now? What happened to Madasil now? What happened to them now?
They're only 19 too. Hopefully.
Travis, hear me as to your brother. After Unity Cup, right? Just hear me out, Travis. After Unity Cup, right? We all sit down here, so every sports panel, every YouTuber, every reporter say, "Oh my God, McCarran have a lot of hard time to pick a squad now because everybody's been performing." And then when we see the man come to confirm full lines and start do something with the things in that do again, right?
Well, all right. As you say, we have 3 months. We now have July, so we have August and September.
2 months, all right. 2 months, man.
2 months. Somebody talk about Bernard go here as a team, brother. He hopes so for Bernard go over. I want to learn see the coach you see. Can the coach you see in the game about Unity Cup? Bernard come off in next cycle, not the cycle.
Me feel say the coach are gonna bring some big players this time at least. At least one or two. Him have to.
All right. Before I leave, like,
I'm gonna bring them.
yeah,
We know it's gonna bring them, but I'm gonna play them. That's the problem. I'm gonna play them.
hey, so you know what he said?
Me want to play them, but him
I
not gonna do it. Him not gonna do it.
guarantee you, Jamaica make a mistake and play four new name player. They will absolutely lose the match.
No, but you only reason why it might work, you know.
Name doesn't win your football matches. Name doesn't win when you a good team win your football matches. Name does not win your matches.
Robbie and Bundle, we got promised in Sunderland. I win. Them are all yeah.
I guarantee you could have the best 11 with name, and you can't defeat a team with just average player. We can pass the ball properly and can move in a position. The same goes to Panama. They don't have the best name player, but they got the best team.
They believe in a one CDM, no double pivot business. They like that. Attacker the best farmer. A one CDM views and two attacking it. They believe in this double pivot business. Especially if you are playing young. Attacker the best farmer.
When we talk about players, best players, etc., we have to go with the average of, because each player has a ceiling, each player has a floor. What does the evidence say? If a player is playing at a certain level professionally, the evidence is saying that more often than not, the key word or the key phrase is more often than not, that player is going to perform better at the national level than a player who is not playing at a certain level. More, not every time, but more often than not. I think because, for example, they will see a team like Panama, and they'll say, okay, Panama doesn't have any quote-unquote big players. But the league in Panama, how does that league match up to, say, the second or the third division in the UK, where most of our players are coming from? No, but how does it match up?
Crispy.
So we can't say
South Americans play short, snappy passes in football. Different from where English players them play. So that's a whole different. What you should have said, in England, is structure is much better at all levels how them do them football. But based on how them play, Panama them play like how South American play. Short pass, snappy passes. That's different from where English type of football play.
So you have to remember that, I don't watch, for example, I don't watch the second, the championship and the league don't work. But to take the Premier League, for example, the Premier League does not have any one brand of football, because in the Premier League you will have an Italian coach, you will have a Spanish coach, you will have
different coaches from different countries.
You have different coaches in the EPL with different styles. So players at a certain level should be familiar with certain styles. And I sometimes I think we try to get certain players in the team through the back door of, okay, because a player is playing for that league, that doesn't mean he's going to work well for the national team. That's a back door way of getting in certain players in the team, because that's not logical. You don't you don't have a player playing for example, Manchester United, and one playing for Cavalier week in, week out, and then you say, okay, I'm going to play the one at Cavalier because he played better for the national team. That's a bad no way of getting that player in the team. Does anybody disagree with that?
These people understand what I said, babe.
No. I am saying the argument that that we should not give the quality of the league and the credence is a backdoor way of getting certain players in the team, and people do it all the time.
No, but Crispy, the younger set of players that come to Jamaica now, regardless to play a League One or Championship, it's better for us because they have a different style to play.
So Travis, I'm not talking about you. You are a person who focuses on quality. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the argument. I think the gentleman before you, he was hinting. He was going down that road where we try to don't play league quality in order to get certain players in the team through the back door. Not you, Travis, but people do it.
Oh, so I'm just saying, true because a person is playing in England is better than a person playing somewhere else in an MLS or a USL or even a JPL then. I'm just saying.
No. I am not saying that. I am saying some people made the argument that we must not take the quality of the league into consideration. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that argument. That okay, you know.
Who said that? Crispy.
Who said that?
And the gentleman, I don't know his name. He can.
Crispy, I think he was saying that if we have big name, we can't choose player. Pick the team on based on names.
No, man. No, so we have a big name. We just throw them in that field. That's first thing, right away.
Okay, but hold on. When he said that, that is an attempt to get certain players in the team through the back door.
No, I can't defend myself with that. No, what I'm saying, big name player doesn't win your football matches. A good team.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay. Tell me when it happened.
Why the hell do clubs buy certain players then they don't win matches?
Tell me when it happened. When was the last time England win a World Cup? 1966.
Come on. You're using one single
team. The last World Cup.
No, you're using.
Hold on.
England arguable.
England does, and the English team. The English team does not have the best players in the world on it all the time.
But England has the best league in the world.
Okay, England has the best league in the world because they have the best players from around the world.
Bro, what kind of argument you have, bro? We talk say England have the best team. Yo, bro, how you make that an argument? It's a club football you talk about, you know? You have players from all over the world, bro. How you ever talk about the England have the best? Because England have the best league, you must have to win the World Cup. That's nonsense, bro.
So everybody said that, they don't fight England. And that Megan friend
I only English player playing in England. What kind of nonsense is that?
No, Travis, like I am saying,
in the world. Therefore, you're supposed to produce the quality player.
No, talking mass. Any kind of players that come from England, they must produce in Jamaica then.
You can bring players from England to Jamaica. Bring quality player who can pass the ball properly. You know how much time Jamaica go for it ball at England who
that's not the argument. The argument should be the players who are coming from England are they better quality than what we have locally?
Absolutely, they should be better than the player we have locally. And most time Jamaica bring ball from England, they cannot pass that ball properly.
Again,
they can't pass the ball.
Hold on. Do you agree that yes or no that the players who are coming from the UK are better than what we have locally on average? Do you agree with that?
No. He said no.
Based upon selection, not all of them who come here better than.
I said on average. Do you know? Do you know what on average means?
All right.
We need to play them where we have local.
All right. Hear me now. Let's start here. Hear me now. You know the 26 months.
Travis, you see exactly what I said played out. You see what I'm trying to say? Exactly what I said played out.
Crispy, hear me out.
Statistics and stats can prove you wrong when you say most of the players that come to play for Jamaica, they are not good.
All right, hear me now.
You know what we have locally.
Therefore, when them
listen
a good team, they should say them not good.
Okay.
Them not up to the standard.
There's a difference between
They are not good.
Travis, answer this question. Jamaica, the team that Jamaica played against Panama, right?
Yeah.
In the most recent match, that team lost to Panama 4-1, right?
Yeah.
If a team of only locally based players played against Panama, what would the result have been? In your opinion?
Panama 1-1, probably game 1-1, Panama 1-2-1. Nothing more, no less. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you with a good coaching Jamaica team, with a good coaching Jamaica team locally, those guys will put the ball together and knock it around. I guarantee you.
Crispy.
Guys, yes, Pinnock is a Premier League defender. And you could get from Pinnock. It's to play football. What are you talking about?
All right, Chucky Boss.
Those guys are just not good enough.
All right,
Chucky Boss. They are not good. Period.
Chucky Boss. Hold on. We have 26 players, see? And when we call the team, 15 of those players were born in England, weight is in America, and 11 are local born players. And yet we say, as enough for big team a pick by. And that is more than 4-1 in our team. If you look at the starting 11, 7 English born players started, and 4 local born players started. And yet there are people saying, we xenophobic in Jamaica, and we want 8 man to play. If you look at the Gold Cup squad, let me just tell you a while ago, 15 of
guys, Travis, you got you again. You realize every time a local team pick up and play against a smaller Caribbean team, every time, 9 out of 10 times, the JPL player them play against the same Caribbean player and they win the match. And when the same Jamaica team, where you call star-studded Jamaica team, them struggle against those small teams. Why you feel like that? Those players that Jamaica people are bringing, I say, they are not good enough.
Again, somebody, I'm again, panelists, I'm going to ask, panelists, hold on, man, hold on. My question was not answered.
That is not.
I want to ask each person on the panel, answer my question, please, one by one.
What's the question?
The team that played, the team that Panamanian team that we just played. If a team, Jamaican team of only locally based players, hold on, man, give me a chance. Travis, I'm not talking about you. Your fear and balance, Travis, this is not for you. Travis, this is not for you. Your fear and balance. Each person except Travis will fear and balance. 10 minutes scoreline. 10 minutes scoreline.
Yo, that's it. You can't get no. You can't judge no.
Crispy, until the game play like that, we can't talk.
I can tell you the scoreline again, right? Cavalier was a local team and enter Miami, who I saw play against a bigger team, PS3, and they did fairly well. The Cavalier team was 2-2 with enter Miami, and they lost the match in the end of the day 2-0, right? At Stadium.
How many players?
Guys,
how many players on Cavaliers are locally based? How many Jamaican players are on Cavaliers?
They play, of course, mega call Cavalier because it's a local Premier League team and that is just one.
How many players on Cavalier are Jamaican? How many?
Yo, where are you
Crispy?
Crispy, answer the question. I answer the question. Somebody answer it.
80% of the team.
The goalkeeper from St. Lucia. Crispy, the goalkeeper from St. Lucia. What I found from Suriname, an ex-midfielder from Suriname. 3 of them started. So what you say?
Okay, So all I'm doing, I am not being adversarial. I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing.
No, because
guys, I listen to no guys. I listen to no over and over. Uno believe the local players them even busy signal. Uno believe cause he miss a penalty. Uno claim busy signal. Busy don't go and Bailey miss penalty over and over again.
Talking about that,
Leon Bailey is a local player. Leon Bailey is a local player.
One mic.
Leon Bailey is a local player. Talking about Leon Bailey is a local player.
One mic.
No, you're not talking about Crispy, but local JPL players, not local who play overseas.
He has trouble articulating himself then. He has trouble articulating himself then.
This man has a point.
Hey Chris, I'm not stammer like you.
I'm fluent in English. Okay? Because the man has said if you use local based players against if Jamaica use local players, that's not true, bro.
Until the game play, we can't answer that. Let me say to him.
No. We're talking about us saying when Jamaica local based players they play, they get good results. And in our stuff, we say, who are they playing? What level of players they're playing against?
No, I'm just remember same point out saying if the same them play against, just for instance at Trinidad. If they play against Trinidad, well listen, if they play in way must say when the local based players play against Trinidad and then them feel the overseas players against Trinidad, they struggle.
When the local based players play against Trinidad, the local players play against Trinidad a practice team. And it's practice team against practice team.
And they run most of the time.
B team, we beat them. And then when they play against Guatemala strong team, we ask whoop. We're not asking.
But that's my point. That's my point. You can't have Jamaica's practice team playing against Trinidad practice team and say, okay,
we beat Guatemala where it matters most for in the World Cup. So when they care about World Cup, Guatemala beat we. We beat the way it matters most.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
All right.
Nobody saying nobody is saying I would never say the players who come from the UK, for example, are world class players. That should not be the point. The point is, hold on, Chavi.
Yo, Crispy, you confused, man. You know you're confused, Crispy. You're confused. You don't know what you want to say, brother.
No. Let me say what I'm
because
this guy is putting words in other people's mouth and arguing those words. I have never heard and the people who advocate to bolster the team with overseas based players. Those people have never said those players are world class players coming in. The argument is those players are going to improve the team. That's it. That's it.
Do not improve the team. That's my point of view. That's why Jamaica team played because we get a lot of overseas guys who can't pass the ball properly. That's why we're in this problem. They can't.
Travis, let me say something. Trucking Bass and Eva Crispy, both are not wrong and both are right in some ways. All right, here and now. It's not a local or overseas thing. It's just some of the players, them either, it no matter. We see players on the local come out and them play good. And some
exactly, vice versa.
I see players overseas when they play good and even the comeback or them even get a little better.
Right.
So I would say it's Jamaica now play good. And just recently, brother.
We're just not good enough as a collective unit.
When top of the team never play good. When Grimmy have the team never play.
Never play. Apart we see how the team play.
Yo, well said, brother. Well said.
All right, here we go.
One team I made us in the office. It's like person, sorry. One thing I say, me now go say I do agree sometimes the youth when get the opportunity to say local, them are gonna give them all because they want to get the opportunity. But it doesn't mean say overall that some of them are just better quality. We do see sometimes it create a spark, especially if them come off the bench, but it's not really across the board. Because if you remember when Paul Ali get the team and him carry a local team for Canada, we get 4 in the last World Cup cycle. Him carry a local team go a Peru, we get 3-1, the team play good. But that was only about it. But me not go say basically if you pick a local team, it will basically create the impact. You know, guarantee say we're going to go World Cup even if we pick a full local squad right now. It better we just go with the best teams and basically who not play good, the coach say, yo, yeah, hear me? Me I take you after brother, you know, make we lose. Put on who
all right, so to me still enough. If we qualify for World Cup for McLaren, guess who we want to be coaching staff? While our head coach, Bibi Gardner and Bert as the assistant going forward. Give me choice.
But Travis.
You know, Paul and I come back, Travis.
Travis. Hold on. You know, say, to me, you know, you say everybody, you know, we just the last 2 minutes we discuss different different coaches and different coaches.
Right.
For me, you know, Jamaica don't have a system. That's all I can say. We don't have a system.
True,
and that is what I beat. That is what we really are beating. Say, cause watch it now. If we had a system, we could have identified local players to fit in the system that we play. So to me, we don't have a system. That means okay, we're gonna take a man from Rivoli, and we take a man from out of
you're probably going to go wrong.
Fit him in.
Instead of having under 15 teams, we now have under 17, you move to under 20, to under 23 to senior team. Guess what we do? We do some quick fix, then we draft them player, then we find a different group. Other countries have players play from 17, they move to under 20, they move to under 23, they move to the senior team. And that's what over the years. Because we always have the players then. But we want a quick fix every time. We scrappy program them. We have so we have the under 15, we win one day. Hopefully, when we have the under 17 cycle, all of those players matriculate to under 17, going up till that. Only hope that them do with them players.
Travis, all right. Let's say when Jamaica qualify, we get a bunch of money. I think a 14 million. I remember somebody not have quote me, but I think a 9 or 14. But what may I say? If JFF do the right thing, implement and say, yeah, we're going to set, even if about 4 field, one down country, one in the east, one in the north, and maybe.
Oh, that's how I get the money for a qualified for World Cup. Right. Because you can't do like captain will take you and buy, you know, do like what you did. So nobody can have captain about football. Look here what they want to say.
What may I say? You say if a man say, yo, yeah, one that go down our country.
Right.
Let's say put your West End. You must go put one up on the North Coast.
No, minister story as a 3 countries.
And 2 in our city. And basically say, yo, we need some good field. And basically say, yo, you see the youth when I come up, we want them to go basically, like you say, implement some good coaches, high level coaches. They must be
level. Yeah, where are we stick on the youth
system? So that
regarding what you're saying, you know, Jamaica, we can build field and whatnot. The problem going to be maintenance. For those infrastructure, for that infrastructure to be maintained, the JFF must find a way to have money coming in on a regular basis for maintenance. It cannot be okay. We get 10 million. Hold on. It cannot be we get 10 million for qualifying for the World Cup, whatnot. We put some pitches in different locations, and then no infusion of capital to maintain the infrastructure. And we don't want that type of situation.
Well, here's the thing, though, my boss. We don't have to really build up a new field. You know. There's a one already, for example, of the Trelawny, you know. There's field down there on the west, you know, and Kingston does have some field where probably just need a little more upgrade. The other thing what you say about for maintenance, with the biggest maintenance are water. What I would suggest the JFF and them would do, because like I say, a good amount of money that invest, not buying water from the from whatever water, the water company.
Well, this is not Jamaica problem. So top targets look at you, wherever you can't get a contract. You only go to that.
I have done a scientific analysis of several of the problems that I've heard over the past year or so regarding football. People talk about money, talk about XYZ, and I have looked at the comparison, done the scientific research. What I have arrived at, the number one problem is a lack of understanding of the football. Because when you talk about money, many African countries don't have money. Argentina doesn't have money, and they
which part of Jamaica? Which part of Jamaica?
Saint Ann.
So who was the team you used to back in the 90s? Black Star?
Can you repeat that question?
Who were the teams in the JPL you used to watch from Saint Ann back in the 90s?
Black Star. Black Star.
And you'd have Benfica too. It's a team go from Juventus. Remember that team too? Yeah. Black Star
is the one that I know that people normally go crazy over.
Right. Just like one president now. And it was a sin. Mr. Gold come to St. Ann there. Mr. Gold has made St. Ann football transforming. Like I best thing happened to St. Ann football. Imagine if we have 14 Mr. Goal. Jamaica football would have transformed immensely.
In my opinion, Jamaica football is being transformed, but it's going to take some time for it to bear fruit. Because I want to give credit to the coaching program. I want to give credit to the education. I want to give credit to. I want to give credit to panels and forums like this one that bring up the issues and point them out, and so that corrections can be made. So the football is being transformed currently, but we're not going to see the fruit right now.
We're not a rich country, so we're not having money to invest in our football. Because Jamaica have other social, economic problems.
Yes, Travis, but the money is not the problem. The money is not the problem.
No, Crispy, money problem, Crispy.
No, because they are poor, there are countries that have less money than Jamaica and they do very well. Argentina,
because those countries are football mad countries, Jamaica is not. That's the difference.
Okay. Then the problem has changed to we're not football mad. So because I have looked at countries.
You are football mad here. All of us on this program now, are we football mad? Not the country. That's why we here talk about Jamaican football. Because we love it. So we football mad.
I agree with. I agree with. And what you're saying is what I have pointed out many times, that we must not conflate us with the country in totality, because we are a selective few. Anyhow, like I said before, the program is going to improve. Based on my research, the solution that I think should be put in place is being put in place now. So I'm confident that we're going to see results maybe in 5-10 years.
Crispy,
yeah, but Crispy, the biggest result for Crispy, we must qualify for this World Cup.
I agree, Travis. The reason why,
Crispy, and everybody, you have to make some people talk to them about.
No, but I want to argue with Travis in saying that. I want to argue with Travis in saying that we have to have a two-pronged approach, because in developing the program locally and improving the program, we don't want the team to lose in ranking.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like
those things happen, you know.
All right. You see, another thing, like when I mentioned, you even said most of these countries, for example, they're not doing well economically, but basically them very high up in football. But a lot of those countries you mentioned, them have better field than we. That is one of the biggest things. Our field, them have to improve, boss. We are telling you that. It's a big difference when your field basically improve. And when they say in terms of maintenance, we need to, what the JFF can implement is wells for somebody's field rather than just basically paying water bill. It's like at the end of the day, we have to have some of the feeling improve at least.
All right, we gotta see that. Let's look on this now.
Carla, I agree with you.
The JPM. And we stay a big hole over Portmore, 20 meter, and a Portmore only field. I think I church and they have big old corner league over the field community. So let me stop there again. Here goes the next problem again, brother.
You don't see you guys now really reason it right out though, cause check it out.
Carla,
right now track and field Jamaica is very good at track and field. We have powerhouse in a track and field. You know tell me sir, because we have good infrastructure, that's why we're so good in track and field.
No, Carla, you have to remember a short sprint are best.
Track and field are independent sports still, individuals.
And no, but in terms of developing the talent, a talent. We are reason, man. Hold on.
Crispy is yourself, no man. Make people talk, man. You alone.
Yes, man. Wow,
Carla, we are some of the best track and field minds locally. You know, we are some of the best track and field minds locally coaching the players.
All right, and JC is worse than the JFF. And that's a fact.
I agree.
You see how the federation is messing up the program, right? All right.
Anyway,
also, we have to hold on. I want to say this. We have to be careful not to put undue pressure on JFF, for example, because on average, I don't think federations around the world are responsible for developing the football infrastructure. I don't think they do.
Well, that is it. That is the same thing I did say a while ago.
Yeah, but guess what?
Crispy, you can't tell other people that Crispy. Everything at JFF.
But Travis, here, sometime
Federation of build field. Federation of build field. The clubs,
simple as that, Fisherman. Simple as that. But I have to tell them every day that.
The club them have to develop field. Federation not develop field.
Federation money can help clubs and pass on to the FAs. That's a different.
You guys writing about what may I try to say, for example. You see, J3s basically need to strike. Them did Adidas approach them to strike a new deal. The thing is, what them sometime have to do, you have to be smart and say, listen, they go to Puma then and say, Puma, Adidas want to strike a deal with me, you know. You want to do something better here. You know, if you're not going to match it, let me tell you what you need to do. Build a nice world-class field and we're good. And you
come to me, just you know, Puma do for them, you know. Adidas responsible already. And we lost it.
And we just make the
Federation should not be involved in building infrastructure. It's a raw deal. The federation, whether it's the J3As and the JFF, they should not be involved in building infrastructure. They're going to lose money.
Government responsibility, that man. Government responsibility.
No, Travis. It's a private sector. It's a private sector.
What was the government in private sector, Crispy?
Me not think you understand what I say.
Public partnership, Crispy. You know what I mean? Public partnership.
You create a partnership because remember, you know, you can make Nike build a field, you know. You can make Adidas build a field, you know. If these big companies, branding companies, approach you, you know why they would mind doing it? Because guess what? Every time that field I go play upon, you can see the big Adidas, you can see the big Puma. Them don't mind. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, my boss. You think everything was so easy like how you talk it, them wouldn't do it. You think you want them say nobody in the
They couldn't run from Puma, so. Adidas is a company put now for the wagon. Just can't have Puma. Okay, nobody say.
Carla, when you see like those brand name logos at the stadium or whatever, that's naming rights. Where somebody build a stadium and the company pay for the naming rights. For example, I would build a stadium and Nike will pay me to name the stadium the Nike complex or something like that. But I would have to Nike is not building the stadium. There's a business around the thing, and I'm concerned that
And I'm concerned that when we don't focus on the business aspect of things, we overstretch ourselves and we fail. And we must be fair to the JFS, and because some of the things that we ask them to do are very unfair. We should not be asking the JFF to develop players. We should not be asking the JFF to build infrastructure, because around the world, federations do not do those things.
I agree with you. This is something I agree with you. Because enough things you talk, I agree with you, but I agree with you on it. I agree with you 100%. The thing we must stop the Crispy. You draw down the man, this man, I don't know the gentleman that talk, because I was here listening. And you just come back up with the same thing where you always come back with. All the while you go around and you come back with the same thing. From ever since you're talking about playing players locally in the national team, I didn't know mess with the other players, them, that's why them are low. You always have said them something from ever since, you know. You always doing that thing. You must stop it now, man. Stop
I did not say that.
No,
I did not say that today.
You can't say it, but you already pick them say pick them total nonsense. That is what you're saying. You always
no, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that the notion that brand name players do not win or improve teams is just not correct.
No, but you know, but it's not all brand name players improve team. It's not all brand name players improve team. You have a whole lot of them that come and them don't improve the team. But what we have with man like you feel that from the player come from England, they must improve the team.
Fisherman, number one, most of the players we are getting are not brand name players.
No, but most of the players. But that was, you know, was saying that before, you know. There was
not me. But
it now work out now, you know. Me and one of them were telling us that them not all that. I don't know, coming around.
Fisherman, from we have met each other. I say this to you over and over again. The players that we get, they are average professional players. Are they? Go ahead.
Fisherman, players like our Casey Palmer average, not true. Come here, so we're not go back here.
Casey Palmer now, we always have this thing, so them are a top player. And
Fisherman, stop saying that. Who said that? Who said that?
Nothing stop saying that.
Who said that?
Look here. But then you understand
that.
Look here.
Your action says that, Chris. Your action says that.
No. I hear on a different program.
That's not my argument.
We have better players than United States. I want to say that all the time. Nobody don't go like that.
Nobody will say that. Again, I'm going to say it again. My standard is improve on what you have. For example, if you're in school and you're getting a D, and then you can improve and get a C, getting a C is better than getting a D, but that doesn't mean you're getting an A. And that's my argument. Take the C. Take the C.
But what I'm saying, Crispy, the thing is, when a player come from the local league and come in at the team, and if him come in at the team and him perform, and at the end of the day, like how them get knocked out at the Gold Cup with it, people start put it down to two local players at the team. That's why the man them lose, and them can't. The team can't play good with local team, and you are one of them with have it in your head too. The local player cannot play with the English player them. That's why
bring down this. Were you listening to? Hold on. Were you listening to this show yesterday?
I was listening yesterday. I was listening, and then I have to do something. So I never listen all night.
Okay, then you would have heard. Then you'd have heard when I said I want Warner Brown, I want Kaim Dixon in the team because they bring high energy and the team has no energy, and the matter of the panel came down my throat. You would have heard that. And the people who were on the panel yesterday, am I right or am I wrong?
Well, the thing is, is that you alone, You might not come around now, but you still have people there. We still don't want to see no look. And look here, when people talk about local player too, I have this notion talking about when people say local player, I say a JPL player people attack. People are stupid. When them say local player, them talking about player that live here and go and play football overseas too. It's not just when they say local, don't put it like we're talking about local born players, not local just JPL players.
Okay, but Travis does say something different. Travis does say something different because I said Liam Bailey was a local player, and Travis said that's not what the other gentleman means. So you are people who have the belief that locally mean only JPL players.
Well, me are not one of them personally. And more time when I listen to people talk, I don't think the people them talking about just local based player. Them talking about players that born players that live here, go overseas, go apply then trade to. That means I talk about them not talk about local based players.
Fisherman, you hear people that say them no want no local player in that team?
Yeah, guys, over and over we hear that conversation, guys. Over and over we hear that. I can back a fisherman with that. Over and over. I heard that and this part. Over and over, I hear one of a local based player so much. And the guys, they are doing fairly well when they come in at the national team.
Hey, look here, man. I listen to the football, the Jamaica Reggae Boy football thing, that channel where it come up on the phone. And I hear a gentleman and him said, no local player not good enough. They're not good enough in our national team. He even talk about the player they were going with. Him and Across Devante, Stuart and them and they. So they can't play football enough in our national team. What are you talking about?
Fisherman, Fisherman, on each end of the spectrum,
hold on, my boss. And me ask a question and the man will reply back to me. Remember that say so? I said in the boss. The reason why I said that to them, I watch almost all of the platform them, and I see all of them basically pick local player in the team. So that's why I ask that, because I try to say, me no know if any of the people will say them no want no local player in the team.
Of course, Chris Smith, I mean, we can't call him. Chris Smith. Chris Smith said to him, Chris Smith said, all right, you always got YouTuber. Chris Smith said only Blake and Bailey were born in Jamaica through the 19. Nobody else.
That's why
No, you want to say to you. He said them two, say you know want to see Low, you know want to see Dixon, you know want to see Cephas, you know want to see Boza, you know want to see no JP. He two women just call Bailey and Blake.
So, but all right, you me. All right, let me kind of get to what me I try to say basically. Me not think basically nobody don't really does no want no local player or no want a foreign player. Me just think people just no want certain players. I think that's the problem. Everybody have a player where them not like in the team. Everybody have some players where them feel like no fear. A lot of people bash Low and cuss Low, but me think Low in the team. You see me? And all me look at it is that. So
look here. You see, since them look out at the Gold Cup, me and a gentleman call from one of them program. And the man say, you know what them to do? Pick up, be an English born player and play them in the team. Drop every man, every local base player out of the team and play. Be an English base player. That's how me hear a man call from one of the programs.
But Fisherman, you got to be fair now. You can't talk about other people's programs still. Yes, so we still we don't know about them.
But on one Jamaica YouTube channel, man.
No, but we don't know about the other people.
But when make it look like you just
this is what I'm with the family program. So we know a man with thanks for saying.
When you come on and stop, you must stop saying like you don't know the truth. It goes up. It goes up, man.
It goes up for me, sir.
All right. Yeah, I'm saying no. All right. Most of the people never say, Mr. Man, most of the people never say, always on the program them with base overseas then. Let me make it clear then.
Yeah. There is one YouTuber, there's one prominent YouTuber where I would say, you know, that YouTuber, you just believe that the coaching, quote unquote, education is not there locally. So hold on. Let me finish. So, he quote unquote frowns on any player coming out of the JPL directly who has not gone overseas to get the quote-unquote education, and that's JD. He's the only YouTuber who's of this view. JD is the only one.
When we look at it in the JPL now, about a farmer players who get them license and our assistant coaches to them past team recently. So things is getting up into the coach. You know, I'm a fan of Kyle Butler. I see Kyle Butler get him C license now. I'm a big coach at Vauxhall now in a schoolboy football. Kyle must have a C level license coach in a schoolboy football. So education, coaches I get better.
Travis, like I said before. Within 5 or 10 years, Travis, Jamaica, I will not be surprised if the national team is in the top 15 in the world at the least. Because once the coaching is improved locally, you're going to get the results. You're going to get the results. I'm confident in that. I've seen the progress, the work being done.
Yeah, but
I've said that.
When I think the people them I think give the coaches them some chance, you know. Give them chance because you have people now give them a chance.
Fisherman, I've been saying this. See, everybody say we are the other. We probably okay and we xenophobic. And I just pointed out to them, you know. This 26-man squad, you know, has 15 overseas born players, you know, and 11 local, you know. So that's 4, you know. All right, and I started 11, you know, as 7 English born players and 4 local ones started. So more often know who's xenophobic. And the team, and me and Mike say the team have quota. So where's the quota?
Travis, if you talk of one local player, the man them say you're xenophobic, you know. If you talk of one players, them say you're player, them say you're xenophobic. You know,
some of them xenophobic.
So fisherman, fisherman, what you're saying is that fisherman, what you're saying because I want Kaim Dixon in the team to bring the high energy, they will call me xenophobic.
Yes, man. In my name say, all right, I said to them, this coach, see, and the coach will say it at a press conference. I tell them, say, this coach is going to play Dixon over Campbell. Not because Campbell is starting over Dixon at Charlton, because Dixon is a senior member of the national team more than Campbell. The coach will tell him, say, he don't know Campbell, he know Dixon. And the man must say, what me I say, and Chris Smith him begs like blood, because Campbell play the Charlton and Dixon play in a junior team, under 21. But yet, the coach will start Dixon over Campbell because the coach know Dixon, he don't know Campbell. And the coach tell him at press conference, and he begs. One certain YouTube overseas ask the coach, and the answer the coach give me never like it. And I tell him now, man, pan him for him, and the man say me at this time, so me just allow them.
No, Travis, I agree with you. Travis, you're right, but the coach should have found a way to give Campbell some minutes.
Agreed. But the coach tell us, say no Campbell. So the coach will pick the players them we know, whether we like it or not. See, fans, we have to understand, say, we like players, but we don't coach team.
Travis,
coach will pick who we want to play.
What me would have said still, the coach is like, the coach start Brown and he never give back Burrell a chance either. So we can.
That's again too.
It's not about to all me look at it. It's not about we the fans are make it be about a local and foreign. You know.
Exactly. Here again. To me,
because the coach
to me, still
try to know him team and try.
If you pin up, Blake, you all of them should have on vacation. I will pick some younger youth who perform at the Gold at the Unity Cup and play Gold Cup. That's what should I do. Make Blake and Bailey all of them rest for September. We'll see something better.
I totally agree with you, Travis.
The players want to impress. So I cover them when they talk about the mother seal them. All of them start throwing right deep in their Gold Cup. I make a big name players. Antonio, he won't let them go on vacation. It look like he won't let them go on vacation. That's why the coach was so mad at the last press conference.
Travis, you know one thing I agree with Travis. If we did not learn anything, we learned this. KC Palmer, KC Palmer is not good enough for that position.
It's not good enough.
If he's gonna be the team, he's gonna be coming off the bench. He was so awful. It was so hard to watch.
All right.
For that position, I don't know how to solve it because I don't know who to put there.
But I said still sometimes as fans, one of the problem we have with some of we as fans, we might see a player one time or 1.5 time, and if him don't perform, we say, yo, show him not good. And then man we are bring come. And them
Yeah, man, I thought it's fans championship. Raise that, man. Whether local ball or overseas, man.
Yeah, no,
Whether you nobody
you go right across the board.
KC Palmer has a large sample size.
No, I'm not talking Palmer, brother. I'm not talking Palmer. Palmer get him chance enough and get enough run for easy say. Palmer is not that guy.
All right. Exactly. And you like Kera Kera should have been the understudy to overboard them over number 6. Because based on the Kera play a good time. The coach have no confidence in the younger players. Can believe in his team players too much.
Me not think Kera ready for this, Me not gonna lie still. Me personally, he play a couple times to win. No, sir. Him can't play. Him not reach a stage. I just
may agree with that, You know that the match that him come on when him play with it. If they forget a red, him lucky never get come off at run off.
He bring some energy to the same game still. He bring energy.
And me agree still. He start link up the play with the defense, but him really make some reckless tackle and play.
Yeah, you can't.
But he looks so still. Normally, we don't see him look play so hard to be like impress more than anything else. You know that the game to me.
You say if him in the squad, I don't have a problem with it. If him in because
and Dexter. For them you to come and complete for them age. For me, if he has squad at all times. I know.
Warner Brown, Kaim Dixon on the right, Gray on the left, Warner in the middle. I think that can be a good combination up top there.
Wait, so what about fight? What about fight? I'm running.
Yes, the energy is too low. Leon Bailey energy is too low. It should come off the bench as well. The team has too much. The energy is too low. We can't.
We don't play no fight. No passion, no heart. To me, our players don't play no fight, no passion, no heart. To me, like us, I go through emotion. God.
I'm Travis. What would you contribute that to?
Well, we don't know what we don't know what we say. To me, to the Gold Cup, I never really put my mind on the Gold Cup like that, like most persons. Because my mind is powerful for our World Cup. September for me think that. Come here to this land.
Travis, you have to judge, you have to use the Gold Cup. Why you
no, I agree. I agree, Fisherman. But you know, Fisherman, the players look to me like they never want to be there. You see the players to me look like they never want to be there.
And that me not understand with. You see, the thing is, anytime we go in a tournament, we must go in there to win it. We not talk about the World Cup, different from the World Cup. When we enter a tournament in the region, we enter to win it. Because we never win the World Cup before, and people have this thing we have deal of the World Cup. The World Cup and not now. At the end of the day, man, when we go in a World Cup, we must go there to win. You think when Mexico go?
We need to have a winning mentality. You need to have a winning mentality.
You see how much time Mexico win the World Cup, and look how them are going where they win and win. You see how them behave?
Yeah, we need to have a winning mentality.
I think
that's a different Mexico generation. So every generation of Mexico want to prove something.
No, but Travis is still missing the point that we need to go into every competition with a winning mentality.
Yeah, I agree. All players are still about vacation.
But Travis, Chris P just asked a question, but you asked the wrong question. The real question is, whose responsibility is it to motivate the team to want to be winning?
Then I must say coach. But the coach said him going to competition to win. He not going to try players to try to play Campbell. And that's what he said.
I think the low energy problem is twofold. The players' personalities are not fiery.
They're too easy.
The players' personalities are not fiery, and we don't have a passionate local football culture. So for example, take the Mexico team, for example. Even if the players want to not push out the energy. I want to relax because Mexico fans and the football, they're so passionate about the football, it will whip them into frenzy. If the team does not do well, the coaching staff know that they're fired. Heavy role at the administrative level. Jamaica does not have, for example, if Mexico perform like how Jamaica performed, the person in Mexico who is equivalent to the JF president will be fired. The person in Mexico who is equivalent to Rudolph Speed will be fired. The coach will be fired. In Jamaica, none of those things occurred. The culture is different.
If Mexico is performing how we perform in a Gold Cup, somebody would have get the coach. We don't know about anybody else, but the coach would have get fired. The coach would have get fired.
Exactly.
Mr. Man, the coach come here to carry us to World Cup. The coach never carry us come here to win World Cup. It's the job.
That's the difference. That's the difference. That are the difference with the Mexican people, them and Jamaica, because they not just hire you and say I'm gonna just World Cup alone. Them are hire you for. In the tournament, them bring carry them go, they want them win it. So they now go hire them and say me just want you carry me got the goal, got the World Cup. So if you perform poor in the World Cup, them will fire your backside. They ain't going to fire you.
I'm saying different. Okay. That's different. I won't even change that.
I'm Travis and Fisherman. I just don't buy into this notion that a coach should carry us to the World Cup and that's it. A game is a game is a game. A game is a game is a game. Once you know what I mean, the coach is coaching the team and win.
If you know no momentum of going at the World Cup campaign, you know, what you think will happen? Are the same thing will happen just like what happened in the World Cup? Same thing. So I say. But me have a thing to say still, you know. One thing me almost can put me neck on the block, you know, and maybe someone now go and hear it or say me come back down. As me say, anybody, if any overseas player come from England, coming at the national team, me's a man, me give them chance, make them play, and if me see them play a couple matches and then me say them not ready. But I guarantee you, if you have a Jamaican national team out there so in the Gold Cup, me talk about born Jamaican, they never jump out of the first round. Me I tell a man that. And me I put my neck on the block with that. With all of the players them, where overseas are play and play the national team and going at this Gold Cup, we won't get knocked out in the first round. Me bet any man that. Me bet
I'm Fisherman, so you're saying that right now as we speak, we can assemble a locally based team that can beat a Panama?
Well, all right. Me not going to tell you say them are going to beat them. But we not going to get destroyed like we get destroyed. But then do it 4-0. You ever see that happen? Never. Panama never scored 4 goals for a Jamaican national, be a born Jamaican footballer. Never. That never happened. You know, so them can't beat 1-0, you know. And we draw, you know. But never destroy we like that. Never.
It will never happen.
And the 2-time Panama destroy we like that. Just check the level.
All over.
Okay. Fisherman, if you are right, then we should quit trying to get players overseas. Then we should quit that. We should not do that then.
Get the best player, best quality player who can play the ball properly.
Don't put 7 tellers, you know, get none. What I'm trying to tell you, get the best. Don't just pick up every one of them and from them coming us if them come from England. They don't have this thing as a League One. Them play in Division 3. Division 3, we make it sound nice when we say League, they might play League 1. They play no League, they play Division 3, they might play. Division 3.
Champions League 1, League 2, Division 4.
Pretty up this thing, League 1. Division 3, most of them are playing in Division 3 football.
Okay, so Fisherman, okay, all right. Hold on, Fisherman, we're getting somewhere. So you have the view that, for example, say you will have a cut-off point where no player below the championship can come in. You'll have that standard.
Now he would have to be exceptionally good. I can answer that.
All right.
I want from Fisherman. What's your cutoff point? What's your cutoff point?
Look here, if you have a player playing at the same division 3 and him outstanding, I don't have a problem. Him outstanding, I don't have a problem with him. But don't pick up every one of them. Some of them will sit on one bench, not getting any game, and you bring them here talking about them is top player. Them is no top player.
Okay,
them is
all
no
right,
top
cool.
player.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right, cool.
Yo, Fisherman,
so hold on. I want to.
1999, when Jamaica play against which team is that? Costa Rica, and we get 9-love. How long would that play? How long would that play another team then?
None of those teams give you 9. And Mexico alone always give you some high number.
Hold on, brother. Me ask someone a question.
Come again, 1999.
Yes, versus Costa Rica on February 24th, 1999.
We get 9 from Costa Rica. And so we score about 4 or 5.
I mean, I remember.
Who won with the team there?
Look here. One time gone, you know. Look here, one time gone Mexico, Honduras used to clash, you know.
Yo, listen,
back
man.
in the days, back in the days.
Listen, man.
Back in the days.
In the Wikipedia said Jamaica biggest defeat against Costa Rica. 9 goals. For Jamaica. And it was in San Jose in Costa Rica, February 24, 1999. Who was him?
Well, I know. So why you say that? You say no.
So you say when you have a team with their local players, you will never going to get defeated and dubbed up like that before. Someone
you listen
with on it.
They say if I tell you the man asked me about Panama, and I tell you say Panama.
No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. No, that's not what you said.
Panama I said, to be fair.
No, he said Jamaica in the Gold Cup. He said Gold Cup and a whole Gold Cup. They would not be they would not drop out if there was only local players playing in there. That's what the man said.
The door next door, the front door. Look here, big man. Mister, if it was be a local player in the national team playing at the Gold Cup where we wouldn't get knocked out at the first round. I'm stand by that.
Exactly.
I'm stand by
that. And then you went off and said you'd never seen Jamaica get beaten up like that before against Panama, right?
Not with Panama.
So me ask you now, in the 1990, no, this is my question to you. I'm not fighting with you, I'm just asking a question. In 1999, when Jamaica get 9 goals, top them up 9 goals, who was playing? Was Jamaican playing? Local players and our international players were a part of it.
I did tell you so we never get beat up from
me ask you. Me ask the question again. You can understand me ask you.
Carla, Fisherman.
Yeah, local players playing. But at the same time, they get 9. But they were putting out effort, 100% effort, and they put more field.
Chuck it back.
So they get 4 the other day, and the players wasn't putting out no effort whatsoever.
Yo, nobody not put out effort.
Let's do this. Fisherman. Look, hold on. I was talking to Fisherman. All right.
No,
Fisherman.
No, he didn't answer my question. He didn't answer my question.
We are 1999.
Hold on, Fisherman. Let's use the Gold Cup.
No, he didn't answer my question. He didn't answer my question.
Let's go back to 99. Let's focus on the Gold Cup.
Come watch again the live. Watch over score.
No, but hold on. Let's not go back there. Fisherman, answer this question, Fisherman. Hold on.
No. You answer my question.
Hold on, but let's not go back to 99. Let's be fair to him. Fisherman, okay. Hold on. Fisherman said he's convinced that a players assembly of locally based players would make it to the second round of the Gold Cup. All right, fine. Let's work it out for a minute. In order for that to be done, the locally based team would have had to beat either El Salvador or Panama and maybe draw one game. They would have to win either against El Salvador or Panama. All right, fine.
Crispy.
Hold on, fisherman.
It's no team what you're talking about, you know. Jamaica beat them without overseas player before, you know. So you make it sound
Yes, fisherman. Hold on. I'm going to say that. All wins are not made equal. For example, we cannot compare the win that Jamaica won against El Salvador at National Stadium versus the
It's
one in
Guatemala,
Hold on.
Guatemala, Mr. Correct, bro.
Guatemala, because it was different. So we cannot get it locally. I want to focus on the squads that played in the first round specifically. Fisherman, what you're saying then is that we have the talent locally to beat the team, the recent Guatemala team, or the recent Panama team, and then the draw with Guadeloupe. You're saying the quality is there locally.
Look here, when you say locally, you mean all of the players them both were overseas playing and with their yard. Because that no one you be a JPL player, you know. Because I know that
No. I mean, no, you're changing it. Oh, okay, fine. So you're saying that if we get, hold on, fisherman, we're reasoning. I'm being fair to you. You're saying that if we get a team with, Leon Bailey, Leon Bailey, Kyle Dixon.
No, the goalkeeper, the whole of the rest of man they will play overseas. Local with Barn and they gotta play overseas. Mix with couple with them up pick out here. Yeah, that may I say.
You're saying those players can beat Guatemala or draw with Panama or beat Guadeloupe. You're saying
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't think you're far-fetched. I don't think you're far-fetched. I don't think you're far-fetched. When you put it like that, I don't think you're far-fetched.
Issa.
But to be fair, my boss, that's not really true, you know, brother. Because remember, you know, Panama will bogey team. Yeah, we might not get beaten 4-1, but brother, them most times them beat you a lot. Guatemala now on the other hand, a long time they not beat you. But even Honduras and them team, even if we play with local or foreign players, them not beat you neither. So we can't just argue like say, yo, I just won with the team. I just Panama the biggest problem. And we didn't lose against the other team, even though we probably should say, some would say we're supposed to lose, but we never lose.
I personally believe if a player like Kaim Dixon, for example, get more opportunity, you know, the results will improve. So if we can assemble a local team of Kaim Dixons, for example, then fine.
May I ask you something? You didn't watch the match that you remember when Greenwood was here, and them you remember the team where them they pick and go play against Guatemala in the state. I think in the state the match is played. You remember the match there?
Are you talking about in the Gold Cup?
No, man. It was a practice game.
Oh man, I still in my time. It's local. Fire
yeah.
You didn't see the kind of football. You didn't see the kind of football we play in the game that we never score no goal. They get match, they end up draw. But you didn't see the kind of football we play in the game. Where people are they move the ball better than you see that team. You never.
I did not watch that game. Fisherman. You have to agree though that moving the ball against certain team is not the same as moving the ball against other teams. You have to, and that's the reason why.
Yes, we know about that.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I want to keep it at the Gold Cup first round. Where Panama was at full throttle, Guatemala was at full throttle. And like I said before, I think you may have a point. I'm not disagreeing with your statement. I think you may have a point.
Fisherman, the last time we looked like a team of bounce the ball now, my brother. I went Schaefer the day, no disrespect, I'm not telling you, because when Tapatero go by team, we still never look like we are bounce ball. We play ugly football and win, yes, but we never look like a team that play no good football.
We have matches where we can pick out. In every one of the coaches, they coach a team. You can't have match where you pick out and say, yes, and that you want to see. That's how you want to see the team play. But we're not consistent. We just don't consistent.
A Paul alone, we come see, put a look of philosophy in our team and we say, yo, the team, we really can play some football. A Paul alone, we see in our recent years.
Man, me see, just like we just said about Schaefer a while ago, man. We don't see Jamaica go down Mexico, man, and drop some good ball from Mexico and McAnally get the empty goal for score, man, and miss it, man. I think we not draw against Mexico in Mexico, man. We can pick out matches from every coach we come here. We play some good football, even Theodore. We can pick out matches and say, see there, some good football play. When we go the World Cup where we go, when we reach a World Cup and beat Canada and go a World Cup final, we play some good football in that tournament there. We play good football.
I agree.
One of the problems why the consistency might not be there, I am going to, people are going to beat me, but I'm going to say because they're not all born in the same country.
Well,
that can cause inconsistency in performance.
Fisherman, check this.
Yeah.
We need to have a system like the Dutch. One system that means anybody come in can play the system. That's what we need to identify, and we need JFF to identify that. Like a Dutch system, that is the key components right now for help Jamaica to find our footing. If we play Mexico play one way. US, they have them system. Other countries have them system. And another country that was like ranked way below Jamaica back in a couple years ago was Ecuador. And now Ecuador has a system. Big system, brother.
The thing is, as well, if you listen to Speedway, him say them want to come up with that thing where every coach them have tried. That's why them have the coaching education. Them want when them put each coaches in like the under 20, all of them play the same system, come right up to the senior team, and that them say them a striker. So we have to just hold on and wait and see what happens. But the thing is, more time we don't have no patience. We the spectators don't have any patience. We want to see result, and we want to see result now. So we cuss. We say the federation them to do some things, but when the federation them start do it and it take time, and we see them come out and cuss them, We see them and come out and cuss them. Because we don't want to wait. We don't want to wait. Because people say we shall root back a World Cup already. We want to know, Canada go World Cup, And World Cup 86, how much year it take them back to go back a World Cup? Where do you when they go a World Cup, We are not no bigger football nation than Canada. And look how long Canada it take to go back a World Cup. But we say we shall go back a World Cup already. You see what I say? If you check the Gold Cup, how much team win Gold Cup? Win Gold Cup. 3 team alone win Gold Cup and Gold Cup around, 3 team. Canada win it once. Costa Rica. We have to say Costa Rica that win Gold Cup already. All now them don't win Gold Cup. So sometimes we have beat Jamaica, say we the behind, But if you check it out, we're not that far, We're not really that far, We're not that far.
Fisherman, check this. All right, we're talking about that system where one of the only systems that may say work. And I think because of the JFF inconsistency, it failed. When Rene had the team from 98 and Rene planned his systematic kind of settings, the Brazilian long with the Jamaican and a touch of European, that system worked. But I don't know what happened when them fire Rene and they brought back Rene for a second stint. It never was the same like the 98 because I guess the JFF wasn't on board fully. So you never have that leeway to get players from all over the island.
No, man. Remember, the things change, When we qualify for the World Cup, all of our players did base. Most of our players did base here. I just Walter did a play and him buy out Walter contract, make Walter come back home. And then the couple man them when they come in. So we just like we was treating it like a club. We was treating the national team like a club. Them live together, them sleep, them do everything together. So and when they go 98 and come back now, that changed. Because remember, influx of players start coming. Players start coming from we start opening up the door and players. So we never and players have go get contract. Players start go get contract. So we never have that
we
system
don't
again.
that's the me tell you, but they gave Rene a second stint. But they never really follow up with Rene because Rene played that team. That midfield is one of the best midfield Jamaica I've ever seen, with Fitzroy Simpson being that man. The same Tapper Whitmore. So 4 players, 4 different style of play. The defense, 3 different type of players play at the defense. You know, one with the calm head, one with the aggression, one with the speed. So, and one with the technical ability and the forward. Yeah, we have a little technical ability. So there was different things. So the system that they played was, you know, me I say we need something like that. But that's the only time we say we kind of say yeah. But after that, it's like a
But the thing is,
brother.
that's why I'm telling you, say impatient come in again, because what did happen, you know, remember say we got 98 World Cup, you know, and then we miss out on the other World Cup. And then when Rene come, you know, the captain, we are looking, we go back, we get the taste of a World Cup, you know, so we want to go back. So we never have the patience because him lose so much, and then that's why fire him and bring in Theodore Whitmore to finish the campaign.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you know, 98 was a flash in the pan. I don't think many people thought that the team would have qualified, so there was no plan. There was no long-term plan.
Why you say a flash in the pan? Why you say a flash in the pan?
Because it had never occurred before, and it was highly unlikely.
You know,
brother, what you mean flash in the pan, brother? Brother, we play
exactly what I said. It was highly unlikely. Many people did not think the team would have qualified.
That's true.
Like who? Many people like who, sir?
Everybody.
You can't say everybody. And the 98 team was the only team setting that the entire Jamaica was behind the Reggae Boyz.
No.
Yes, but they got behind the team when the team looked as if it was going to qualify.
So hold on,
no, look here.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, let me say something to that, brother. Because I realize that you as a man always draw the negative aspect of things. When you go to the negative, brother, you keep on talking about negative aspect of every situation.
We are in the process of solving problems. In solving problems, you're going to identify the bad things and try to solve them. You're not going to.
What was the bad thing? Jamaica went to World Cup. What was the bad thing?
The bad thing is that after 98, there was no succession planning.
After not about 98. What was the bad thing?
There was no bad thing. The discussion was about a system, and what I am saying is that the reason why the system was not put into place because there was no expectation of that.
But we end up in the World Cup, don't we, General?
No, as me say about 98, what happened after 98, we start getting influx and people check say it go easier. Remember, you know, every year, you know, with us, I just say we really not put certain things in place for real. We not try if you develop the football or if you develop, because at the end of the day, what we start to look for players from overseas to come in, come and just qualify the team. And it no work from 98 until now. It still no work.
But General,
still no work.
But Fisherman, what you're saying is agreeing with my point. That it was 98 was another situation, and the mindset was that we could adapt our way going forward.
But Fisherman, hold on. Let me say something.
You say it was a flash. Hold on, 1 second, quickly, General. You say it was a flash in the pan, and we end up qualifying for the World Cup. You know what happened? And during that same time period, Jamaica had under 16, Jamaica had under 17, Jamaica had under 20.
We had under 17 and under 20. That you're not under 16, it's 17 and under 20.
Under 23.
We have under 23 to brother. We are talking about, man.
Yeah, we have under 23 team.
We have under 23 team, under 20 team.
You're talking about side that qualify for the World Cup.
No. I'm saying during the 98 qualification, I'm not talking about this. We are talking about a system now. If JFF had realized that the system was there, that Rene brought a system to the country, the same night, the under 17, under 20, under 23 teams
he would have imparted that on the team, on those teams, for them to qualify. But it never happened. It never happened.
Because we didn't do the all right, we did have the under 23 team. Like I remember Low and Mesa man I come from the under 23, you know. We end up falling at the Dars and the whole of them. In the under 23. But what happened after we go work up and come back, we didn't continue with those players. We start to switch up the team. As me tell you, I saw the influx of players start coming in. So some of them players they just go by the wayside. Them nobody continue with them.
But Fisherman, would they have a lot of local players in that team after the 90th team, you know?
Yes,
the campaign for 2002, remember say a BB them a captain side, no Tyrone Marshall, CM Andy Williams and you know. Them time the Wiley Boot, just now they are foreign and come back now complain.
Yes.
And Andy Lowe a captain side too. Would they have a lot of local players on that team, man? I really and truly, like you said, we get impatient. We let go Simons and we feel say yo we good. And the system get messed up, and we go hire him assistant coach. Him gonna manage the thing, and we bring back Simons to try to save the team when we are trying to qualify again. And he couldn't do it, and we lose some game like I said badly, and something the captain say, yo, just cut him after, isn't it? So,
yeah, because as they say we get the taste of a 98, so we feel so if we go back constantly, I go back and work up. It's what I say.
A lot of ways we should have qualified still with that team for 2002, but like you say, I know some football player. But we have a whole heap of talent and a whole heap of talented player from, like you said, from the team where they go under 20 and the under 23 team. A whole heap of talented local players.
Yeah, because remember, two under 20, a 2 under 20 and one, or 2 under 17 team and 1 under 20 we qualify.
Yeah.
We qualify for Youth World Cup, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Regarding the under 23 and whatnot, up until recently, the JFF just had those teams because FIFA mandated those teams to be had. There was no system coming up. There was nothing. Everything was ad hoc. Everything was ad hoc. Football in Jamaica is just recently
Hold on. You know why they had an under 23 team in general? You know why the reason they had an under 23 team?
Not for Olympics,
for the Olympics. So what you talk about it was ad hoc. What you talk about you?
Okay, again, you're not comprehending what I'm saying. I am saying those teams were there, but there was no system streamlining, players moving up the system, style of play and everything we're discussing now. What we're discussing now is new to the entire setup.
We don't understand what you're talking about.
You don't want me confused, but you guys have to Reggae Boyz, it was Reggae Boyz' responsibility to put in a system there for the Jamaica program.
Yeah, because that's what he did, and guess what he did? When Rene was at the helm, what he did, he went around the island and picked all players, some players from some cribbits and corner. So he had a system set up. That's why Fitzroy Simpson, all the players could fit in his system. We had a system.
No, I'm saying for the Jamaica's football in general, like for the under 17.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, G. I can continue like what the elder does mention say, yo, a real talk. But here was the difference though. Rene was a technical director in my boss, so we never. Rene was a technical director / coach, so he did control almost the whole developing and the whole prospect or the philosophy for Jamaica and the whole.
Yeah.
It held.
True.
I like him say so basically like Fisherman there mentioned say yo more on board more Walter to stay instead of play for his club team and pay him salary. And them thing they make him basically get a lot of those leverage, isn't it? Because he was a technical director. Nowadays we hire one coach and just one coach, him not technical director. That's why we have Downsville as a technical director. All right, now we don't even know who the technical director, but it's a real thing. Yeah,
no, but the thing is, as me tell you, them can't do it like before. In a Rene's time, you can't do it now because you couldn't tell a player now if he give up in contract to come play for the national team and we pay him. That now what happen. So that is a different thing now.
Yeah, no, we agree, but when me that said no, for now, what can be done? For example, we know says speed a big part of the community. What speed them can do? The local youth them on the side, him can basically start select a certain amount of youth and say, yo, we are keep them as some core local players and make them always play together, especially when them season out. Them youth they are play together down for it. So that basically that same philosophy we are play as so Jamaica team are gonna play anytime they come around.
Yeah, but speed talk about it with you know. So that's why them do the coaching education for the man. Them get them all of them badges and all of those things because when them place them in our team, each of the team them, the Jamaica team them, junior team come right up and go play the same system. So when them come from out of the junior team, come in at the national team, them all adapt to the same system. And so them say them are gonna do it. So as I said,
Fisherman, and the man for the panel. I have a question for you. I want to listen to my question before I answer. Listen to my question. So since Rene Simons did have that advantage because most of the man was in Jamaica, right? And he worked out because they wasn't playing club and everything. So in the inverse of that same scenario there, being that, just listen to my question good enough. Being that McLaren is in England and most of the players them he have are basically in the same area in a sense where the Bradford, the Birmingham and the London and all of this. Is it possible? So you could have the players them they're like maybe every other Saturday or Sunday they can come in and whenever they're free and get them have the off time. Is that possible too?
No, man, remember the man a contract, you know.
I doubt that will happen.
Because they have their own personal time too, right?
No, them on a contract same with them.
Yeah, man, them on contract. But them have to train during the week and them thing.
Yeah, so they're not going.
Remember, those guys, those guys take them time serious, you know. Them take them time. When them get them time off, you know, them take it to deal with them family, you know. Them not.
All right, so Fisherman, listen what you just said, no. Listen what you just said, no. But based on the contract, because I don't believe because I know there's piece of sanction if we can complete international football, yes. But you know them and they have their own personal trainer at the same time. And they have their own personal training too. Keep that in mind. So my thing is that so here's the thing. Here Fisherman just said, and you know, Fisherman may not hold against that, you know. And he come back again to the Unity Cup. Remember the Unity Cup, we said, oh, the man have to go beat their family, and the man have to go do this, and the man have to go do that. Back in 1998, it was the commitment, you know, brother.
Yeah, but remember, no, the commitment, but what happened now? And long after, we have 4 or 5 overseas players coming. The commitment was to the local players. That's how.
So why is that we can't hold these?
Because they switch up now. Because clubs not allowing and coaches not allowing players to go do. So, you remember enough team are playing here and a club say, yo, listen, you cannot go. You're not going.
Yeah.
Club have that right. They said no.
Them on go FIFA date. Them on go make them. Them on tell them say them have a date to do that FIFA date.
Exactly. You understand what me that ask though, right?
We understand that. But what you know?
So me not talk about them a come at Jamaica.
I know. Meeting in England.
Okay. But remember, them monitor them same way, you know. No matter what, you know, them monitor them, you know. And them now go, you know, me not think them all agree with them. Face say them left branch. Them a keep a camp with another FIFA date. For Jamaica national team. No, because first thing them all look, so them gonna go injured. And when them injured, them it all cost same way. Exactly. So them not good.
And I work. I remember they are working.
And I work.
So Fisherman, you remember when them have Cassava 11 and they had the country one name, 2 teams. Jamaica had that was like a tier 1 from the national team and tier 2. So you have all Cassava and all what they call the country one name.
You mean Kingston Lions and the
No, not where we're talking about the pro. We're not talking about the pro. And that's the next thing to where Crispy have to understand. There are Kingston Lions when they have a pro team, a pro competition before Craven a Premier League going on simultaneously. But watch this now. Fisherman, you remember when they have all Cassava where players from Boys Town, Harborview, who are not in the immediate national team, but they normally play against the national team. But they're like the one, you know, if something should happen to a player within the national team, they're like, okay, step up. That's what we think we need. We need an next to that for the young, for the players, the local players, them right now, you know, say, yo, we are keep my nucleus here, both in a town and in a country. That means, listen, we can fit in if anything should happen. And I think them should have start now based on, start going forward. Not
No, but
necessarily
when
this
I
World
tell
Cup.
you, boss, that now go happen, It don't hard for it happen because all the member all the team are picked now, It now go work out like that. Or you say it now go work out. Because remember, you have a whole lot of players playing overseas. So it's not going to work out. That are back in the days, as I tell you, back in the days, them things that work, but it's not going to work now. Because when they look for a player, they look for a player overseas.
Chris P was adamant about the local players. Always adamant about local players. So this is a form of developing the local players under a system that same Mr. Speed I talk about. So having these coaches using one system, no. Strive farm all 11 from town and country. That means that, okay, this is what we're going to use. We're going to use this as a development team, so to speak. Like how the US have a development team, they have the men's team, A and B, but they have a development team. So this can be the development team for Jamaica using the same thing when Mr. Speed want to bring in. I think something like that should be the case. No! Have a set of players who we are going to make adapt this sort of system. That means, guess what happen now? Them can either go pro, or them can go into the national team, or them can still strengthen them local team. That's an opinion. What do you think, Fisherman?
Well, as me say, the system, we have a problem with it, but that all go for youth team. A youth team, that all go for the youth team them. Coming up, the youth team. But when it come on to senior, that now go for them go pick some man for have them in a camp for the senior team. That now go happen. And I teach them the system that if a man drop out, them put in a man. And that now go work because as me tell you again, the thing change up where we have a lot of players overseas. And if you come so and start, do that now and pick, you have the same issue like what Chris P them have. Say, boy, you pick local, be a local player you want to pick. So it's not going to work out that way there. It's not going to work out that way there. We have to admit that the football changed and it now going to go back to where it was. Or we have to just hope and pray we get a system where everybody can fit. When them come, no matter where them come from, them just come in at the team and them just adapt the system. Because if you have where I say, if you have a team in the training and them play a certain system that's if a man drop out of the senior team, one of them man, it not gonna work because you still have the same thing when man I say man xenophobic, they must say that player they over there. So better than that player out here. So why you take him and put him in the team? So it's not difficult for it work that way then. It's going difficult for it work that way. So it can go down.
You're right, but era. I know really to all me look on it. You see, we might have look on it different way, but to all me look on it, I don't think most people I say yo, I don't see foreign ball and them want to do. Come here, go give an example. For me look on it. It's like where the youth we used to play for Travante, I say name Travante Stewart.
Yeah.
And the other youth, Campbell, the method, the local band Campbell, where they play a couple
yeah, man, you know yeah.
You see, like all them youth, for example, all me look on it is like a man might have say, yo, one brother for the JPF you are playing striker right now. Me not say Brown deserving for me. I say you must instead of saying, yo, you must say Campbell over so I play now and he must play good and he must score a goal. And he move here Carly. And that's what me have a problem is like where I say, yo, them man gonna fire already, man, and make money. I make a youth from the JPL come play next. If them you they play good, and them you them wanna want to see first when they overseas. That's how me look at it. Rather than with us say, yo,
look here. If you out here and get a contract and go overseas, go play football, I want to see you when them call up the squad, I would like see you come back, come and play for the country, If you're good enough, I want you come play for the country,
But I think a lot of the people where you mentioned say, yo, them I said, boy, I just them I look and say, yo, them youth have gone over, they gone develop everything, and them man have to get back the playing of the team because them supposed them play at a higher level. That's what I say, I try to tell you, say, as some think most of them think. Instead of those, I say,
if you listen to for the guys, when them call players, all right, How much of them you hear I say Devante Stewart you come back home, then you call back them at Devante Stewart. Or call back Flemings and all them. Nobody now call for them.
Well, Flemo can't come back still now. And me think that JFF decision that under the cover, they must say it out loud. Because remember, say him did help stick up the thing, from when we did there Suriname and Paul Alto. And that's why Paul Alto can't come back neither.
Yeah, but I'm low. Then low I'm too low on them, man. Then low on a big man, senior man in that thing. The Blake was the captain. Them just make him come out, come talk. I don't really say him lead the charge. I know him because he was not senior man in that team. Them just put him as a man, like them say, all right, Flemo, you just come in that team, we are give you work for go do, you know. Go, they go tell them, say, boy, we not play unless we get what we get. You know, them just use him. But them have back low and them have back the captain, so me not see why if Flemo play football, good football, why him come back in a national team. Me not buy that, you know. Just like how them a say, Alvasco will not fix it. You have man say Alvasco will not come back in a team and what? Me not buy them something there. Come on, make mistake. Every baller, if you say if you follow every baller will make mistake. No baller will in a team.
The problem is that the problem is that a coach comes in and it's all about an individual choice. Selecting the players is not 2 + 2 = 4 all the time. The coach likes that player, he doesn't like that one, and so you don't get a consistency in the team regarding certain players. That's another problem as well. What's his name? Grimo is here. Certain players play. A new coach comes in. He selects a different crop of players. So you don't get that consistency is not there as well. And if a player is playing in Jamaica and he gets a contract overseas, we have to develop some type of system where that player is maybe highlighted, put in the forefront so that player is not forgotten. You know what I mean? Because it cannot be, okay, the player gets a contract, goes overseas, and he's forgotten about. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that's one of my biggest problems with, I'm talking about people, especially from the island. We kind of tend to forget, say, some players were gone overseas and say them do well because we not really see them or not hear about them. We need to, like I said, we need to have more system, and maybe even some of the YouTubers them can do better too. I know say JD and probably one and two of them will track some of them players, but yeah, we need to know more about the players them do because then the better to develop and come back and represent the country.
We have to keep certain things in perspective when we talk about certain things because, like, there's Fisherman, are you there? Hello? Fisherman? Hello?